The black is a better athlete to begin with because he's been bred to be that way. Because of his high thighs and big thighs that goes up into his back, and they can jump higher and run faster because of their bigger thighs. This goes back all the way to the Civil War, when during the slave trading, the slave owner would breed his big black to his big woman, so that he could have a big black kid.
You're fired.
Cool. We finally found the clip. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. It's a virus. You got to know that by now, the O&A virus. Yeah, slowly but surely spreading across America and now spreading across Canada. You got to love that.
Wow, that was great to hear the Jimmy the Greek clip again. We've heard that in years.
We've been looking for this Jimmy the Greek clip for, a few years now.
Yeah.
What was it? He was at some kind of function and he had a few drinks?
He was just sitting down at a table.
Dinner,
yeah. Having a few drinks, camera in his face, microphone, and I don't know how that conversation got rolling. I guess they were talking about probably some sports figure, and he fell into that little train of thought.
absolutely the truth, though. Never understood why he got fired behind his shit.
There are some truths that are unspoken. You just can't say it.
It was just the truth. It was just like, they bred big black niggas with big black nigglets to make big black babies.
They didn't want some skinny weakling guy.
That's what they did. And is that why black is a better athlete? Maybe white people was upset that they said black was better athletes.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Pissed the white man off.
Because the reason they are is exactly what that was.
Just what Jimmy the Greek said.
But back in the day, I don't think you could say that stuff.
Can't say it now.
I think he would have got away with it today.
No way.
Absolutely not. He would have got fucking not only fired, he would have kept getting rehired so that they could keep firing him.
That's what I mean. That would be the difference. You're right. He would do his time and then he'd be back on TV.
Just crucified.
It would be much worse. That was back during fucking All in the Family when he said that shit.
That was back in the Howard Cosell days.
Look at that little monkey scamper.
I call a lot of people little monkeys. That was his excuse.
Look at that.
Can we find that clip too, the Howard Cosell clip?
That's a great one.
And I'm not sure that was racist. Like, sometimes I really want to say everything white people do is racist just to say it.
Right.
But, context is... people who don't understand context, I tend to believe women just don't understand context.
Yeah.
It's just the word is the word, and like,
doesn't matter where it is or what it's being used for. Right.
But look at that little monkey. It just was something that popped in his dumb. I'm sure he's latent racist, but he was an old Jew. How racist could he be?
But I'm sure he didn't. He was probably pissed because it's like, my God, I wasn't trying to be racist. If I was trying, you'd have known it.
Look at that little cooner run.
Yeah, exactly. And it pisses you off when you get accused of doing something that you didn't, that you do. You've done it before. You do it. You get accused of it when you weren't doing it. It's like, wait a minute. No, let me give you an example of when I did do that.
He's running like he thinks he's free from slavery.
Look at him running.
Look at that ashy Negro run his little black cheeks off.
He's running like the chains just came off him. Look at him go.
So you just want to be... I don't think that Jimmy is that stupid. He wanted to have a job. No. He was just trying to be candid and it's like, hey, it is what it is. This is why.
I think it's just the whole equating the black man to an animal type thing. Because if you had the same conversation about thoroughbred racehorses, if you got this little weakling thoroughbred horse that came out, you're not going to use it to breed with another thoroughbred to make the strongest racehorse you can. And with the Civil War, the guy's talking about Civil War days, not fucking what's going on, at the time he said this. Then he said that the plantation owners wanted strong workers. So why would they breed, when they had power to do this, some weak black guy with a black woman?
It's what they did. It's
but
like,
you can't say it.
You can't say it.
Did they really just pick two big mothers out and said, go fuck?
Well, it's a whole plan. If you one day while you taking breaks off of being racist, just look at the what they call the Willie Lynch papers.
Willie Lynch?
The Willie Lynch theory. It's supposedly quote unquote urban legend, but it's not urban legend. It was the plan on how to design slavery because to how to keep black people enslaving themselves is the plan. It's
oh, really?
Yeah, and it's based on horse breeding.
Really?
It's based on horse
Strange
breeding.
I brought that up.
It is.
All right, listen.
That is strange. I've never heard of that, yet I used the horse analogy
Opie's
bring that up.
Opie's just like Jimmy the Greek.
No.
Listen, everybody.
Not at all. I'm gonna bring this to the next level.
Oh, you gonna bring the people in?
I'm bringing
the trucker in Nebraska.
Fuck
the
no.
fucking nigga. It wasn't based on horses. Stupid. It's based on
you gotta have faith
ducks
in
and
me.
dogs.
You have to have faith in me sometimes, Patrice.
All right, Opie.
Watch what I do right now.
Oh, Jesus.
We got Howard Cosell's son, nephew.
Somebody relates to Howard Cosell.
Wait, I always forget. Grandson. That's right. We have Howard Cosell's grandson. He calls the show every once in a while.
Really?
For
Yep.
real. I swear to God, this is Colin Cosell.
What's up?
Colin, you know we have the utmost respect for your grandfather.
It's funny. The one morning I just happened to be listening. There I am, all excited for the show to start, and you start off with bashing my grandfather as a racist.
No, we didn't say he was.
We actually said he was.
Yeah.
That was taken out of context.
We was giving it to him.
Can you imagine though? Hold on, Colin. What a coincidence this is. Just out of nowhere, we finally find the Jimmy the Greek clip. We decide to play it at the start of the show, and Howard, they go into the Howard Cosell thing, and Howard's grandson is listening.
Colin's listening.
Colin, first of all, you got to start with your impression. Listen to his impression of his grandfather.
Never has there been a bigger abomination than calling my grandfather, the late Howard Cosell, a racist.
Pretty goddamn good, man.
Now, I got to tell you this story real quick, though. The guy that he was referring to as a little monkey, and yes, he did call all his grandchildren little monkeys when we were running around, but the guy's name was Alvin Garrett. And after the game, someone was interviewing him and said, you know, what do you think of these comments that Howard said about you? He said, I'm just glad Howard Cosell knows my name.
Yeah, because it was taken out of context.
Yeah.
I just refuse. I love accusing people of being racist, but it's just it just wasn't. Have
you ever seen a little monkey run? They are quick motherfuckers.
Little monkey scamper.
If you want to talk about someone running fast, regardless of their color,
Yeah, but they're using
a little
four
monkey
legs.
is a good.
They're using four legs, though. They're not.
The barometer would be if he was still alive today and saw King Kong and he goes, "Look at Lawrence Taylor climb that building."
LT's really making some headway. He's already up to the 45th floor.
Muhammad Ali finally has a challenger.
There he is, once known as the Great Cassius Clay, working his way up to floor 52. White woman in hand, this should outrage the American public.
Now goes the bi-wing plane.
Oh my God, that's just awful.
Ali with a right hook to a wing. The plane is down. The plane is down.
Oh, look at that little Ali scamper.
The casting crew of To Kill a Mockingbird still outraged by the blonde woman in his hand.
No, he was completely vindicated for that, you know.
Well, I mean, you know, he had, after all those years of supporting Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali, and then you have one little slip-up one night, and everyone's like, he's a racist!
Yeah.
And, you know, that's the media for him. So fuck him. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Down with the media.
Oh, Colin. Very good.
Great job.
Thanks for letting me go get on and defend my grandfather.
No problem. Anytime there, Colin.
Where's the wig again?
We still don't know.
Someone has the wig.
You mention this every time I call, and I still don't know. I've checked eBay. I have no idea.
We're trying to
You
find
had
the
that
wig.
turns up on eBay. Imagine what Howard Cosell's wig would go for.
man.
50,000, 60,000
Probably.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably less than his jacket. I'm sure like his ABC Monday Night Football jacket.
I've got his entire wardrobe in my closet, actually.
Really?
Yep,
Wow. You got the ABC Sports jacket?
I do.
Holy
All right,
shit.
bring it in.
That's a biggie.
I was going to come in. I was waiting till Jimmy was back because I, sort of know him because we did a little bit of comedy together. But I was going to bring in some of my grandfather's original ties for each of you.
Dude, what is the jacket in good condition, like, or is
Absolutely.
Would you be able to bring that in? Because I would love to put it on and take a photo in it.
I could if I'm allowed to shake your hand.
Yeah,
you
Anthony,
can absolutely shake my hand.
Anthony is strange that way. He's got a picture of him in the Johnny Bravo jacket as well.
Johnny Bravo jacket from the Brady Bunch.
That's right.
Which was a thrill for me. And Howard Cosell's jacket would be fantastic.
Excellent. Well, I'll do what I can.
Colin, come in next week. Jimmy's back next week.
I will do that.
All right, just come in any day. You don't even have to set up an appointment.
Yep.
All right, just show up.
That'll make my friend Frank Mastro very happy. He's like, when are you going to finally go in there? I said, I don't know. I'm waiting for Jimmy. So next week I'll do it.
All right, leave us with some Howard.
All right. Gentlemen, I wish you the greatest show that you could possibly have. Bring them the funny and take down that big bird-looking son of a bitch, Howard Stern.
All right. Thank you, Colin.
All right, gentlemen.
Colin Cosell, everyone. We have another Jimmy the Greek clip here.
They take over coaching like everybody wants them to. There's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them.
Oh, what a just a poor, honest old idiot.
That's what he is. Just a dopey ass, honest motherfucker sitting
idiot,
there.
Man.
Like, yeah, you gotta leave the coaching for some of the white
What the fuck are we gonna do if all the niggas are goddamn coaching now too?
Look at that little monkey calling the plays.
Look at that little monkey negotiating. Holy shit, he negotiated a contract.
God damn.
Holy shit, man. That poor, honest old bastard, man.
And he was on everything back in the day, like all those variety shows, Bob Hope. You know, he would turn up constantly. Whenever there was a Kentucky Derby, they would always, he was the first guy they would go to. Jimmy the Greek, your picks for this or that? Well, I don't know. I'm looking at this horse, and if it was a colored guy, I'd have to lay my money on it. The guy just didn't know when to cut it off and just shut the fuck up.
Let's go to Neil in Wisconsin. Neil, what's up?
Hey, guys, Max McGee, the announcer for the Packers about, 10, 12 years ago, Herschel Walker was carrying the ball, and he was running down the sidelines. He says, he looks like he just stole a watermelon, headed south. He got into trouble for that one.
Oh, my God. If you guys have this stuff, you got to send it into the show.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I had it, but take it easy, guys.
All right, thank you, Neil.
Mistaken racist comments.
Yeah.
And you just don't. That's why I don't want to give white people credit enough for being that knowledgeable about how to be racist like that. He doesn't want to lose his job.
No.
Right? So it's just he's a country boy. He's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
And that he's describing what it is, and it's like no. You can't say boy. You can't say monkey. You can't say watermelon.
And you want to just turn around and say fucking racist, but you give it a little too much thought, and you're like, the guy's just stupid.
He's just stupid. And,
really not a
they have
racist.
personalities.
He's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like Cosell's whole personality just doesn't lend itself to being a racist. It just lends itself to being like if you had a guy who was announcing, he just goes, "Oh boy, look at this fucking nigga run."
Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy,
Could be a problem.
Look at this fucking hole in the holding the ball like it's a goddamn watermelon. Well, yeah, another touchdown by a nigga. Surprise, another nigga scored a touchdown. If it was like that,
right,
it'd be different. But it's like, look at this little holy Mongolis. Like an Italian player. He goes, holy cannoli.
Holy cannoli.
Why gotta be a cannoli up in this motherfucker?
Let's go to Steve in New York. Steve, what do you have?
What about Wolf Blitzer on CNN with the Katrina saying they're so poor and so black?
They are so poor. They are so black. When he said that.
Yeah, we got the Wolf Blitzer, too?
Oh, where's the Wolf Blitzer?
Huh?
He didn't get in trouble for that?
He didn't get in trouble. Nothing.
No, because they were so poor and so black. I mean, there really ain't.
Yeah, we got all this. We got a lot of this stuff. We got to start playing it now.
Oh, my God.
Eric's trying to find that for us.
Yeah, Wolf Blitzer during Katrina.
Oh.
He's talking with one of the reporters, and of course he's back in CNN Central there, the Situation Room. He's got all those cameras, all those video screens behind him, and he's trying to be a little profound, I guess. And he goes, and these people, you watch the heartbreaking video of them being evacuated from the rooftops and no food or water, and they are so poor. and they are so black. Wow.
And if you didn't see him trying to muster up that emotion, like if he just goes on and just struggling and just what difference does it make?
Yeah, who cares? When you look at all you see are a sea of black faces.
Wet niggas. What are you gonna do?
We have another one. Turtlehead.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Hey, don't forget, I don't know if Patrice ever heard it, Martin Luther King Day.
Oh,
what?
That was the weather guy.
Yeah, do we have that one?
He got fired, man.
Oh, my God.
He got fired before they went to sports right after the weather.
That is Freudian up
right
the
away.
ass
hole. Because he was saying Martin Luther King Day, and he said Martin, like he slipped up before he even got to King. So King came out like Coon, and it didn't even all the way come out. It was like Martin Luther King, like, oh no.
I was even going to say cold front, or I don't know. He
was thinking,
he got all messed
up. It seemed like it, but Freudian,
It didn't seem like he...
With his buddies, he could say that all the time, and then it came out when he...
Yeah.
Here's what I decree. Here's the decree we make right now.
Mm-hmm.
When any white guy does something like that, the black community gets to vote on whether he gets fired or not.
Yeah, but that's an instant fired.
It's not, because
if the black community gets to vote.
You know what? Who black people didn't give a shit about was Rush Limbaugh, saying that. Remember he was talking about what's the quarterback for Philly?
McNabb,
and he goes, they want to, he's a black quarterback. He stinks. He goes, he sucks, but they're pumping him up because you need a black quarterback to be good.
He got some heat for that, though.
He got fired for that, for ESPN. He got fired.
Oh, from ESPN, yeah.
But I'm not positively sure that he's not. That it was Rush Limbaugh himself is what he is, but it's like I don't know if that's a racist comment to go. I'm not sure if the NFL doesn't need black quarterbacks. They might need them because it was a stigma all that time. So it's like I'm not sure Rush should be. I'm not sure.
In that situation, though, unless you have the piece of paper from the NFL higher-ups that said, we really need a lot more black quarterbacks. So you could show it and go, see, I was just saying that. If you're speculating like he was like that, then it can be construed as being racism, and out you go.
We got the Wolf Blitzer clip.
Here's Wolf.
As much as you see that picture, though, you simply get chills every time you see these poor individuals. As Jack Cafferty just pointed out, so tragically, so many of these people, almost all of them that we see, are so poor and they are so black, and this is going to raise lots of questions for people who are watching this story unfold. We'll take a quick break. More of our special coverage right after this.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. All right.
I absolutely know where he was going with that. He just fucked up. I really think he meant to say, they're so poor and so many of them are black.
Right.
Like, that's what he meant. It's not like they're so black. Like, look at that motherfucker.
Oh.
You can't see him. It's fucking dusk, and already I can't see the motherfucker,
How many Homer Simpson dopes did you think you all throughout the producers and all the... so poor and so black.
So black.
Dope! Holy shit!
Oh, damn! Well, go to commercial.
We'll be right back after this
But what do you
break.
say about the rednecks, like in the tornado? It's like there's no... That's the thing that keeps us apart, is that you give white people so much credit for being able to, like, affect your life with their little statements. But it's like, oh, look at the poor white people in tornado. Oh, look at them. They're just so... They shouldn't be in this position because they're white.
Because they're white.
There should be black folks blowing away. Oh, God.
I don't like... when you see large groups of white people carrying babies and food over their back and stuff, you're like, why are they in that position? Why the fuck? Why?
Oh.
But then Katrina, you see just like huge groups of black people walking around with babies and groceries and everything, whatever they can carry, and you're like, oh, well, You know, they're poor down there. They should have known to fucking leave, and the water came in. That's why they're trapped on the rooftops. They don't fucking listen to the goddamn news. I don't know what the fuck they're listening to their hip-hop music.
They ain't got no...
You know, maybe if they turned the hip-hop off every once in a while and put on a fucking news station, they'd have known this shit was coming.
Turn on BET, put on a little CNN.
I'm sure BET didn't have the fucking map with the hurricane going, it's coming your way, motherfucker.
They thought it was a new video. Katrina hits. Oh, shit, Katrina hitting.
Katrina dropping.
Where's Katrina dropping?
Is she open up for Beyonce? Oh, man.
Let's go to Georgia. Eric, what's up?
Hey, you guys, the sports stuff is hilarious, but about 2 years ago, this running back from, I think it was either Virginia or Virginia Tech, he made some, like, ridiculous 95-yard run or something, and after the game, one of the sports reporters was asking him, you know, what was he thinking about when he was doing the run, and he was like, to be honest with you, I just pretended I was being chased by the cops.
That's funny.
And he was a black kid, and it was just like the reporter sat there like he...
Wow.
There's nothing better than watching the reporters in an uncomfortable situation like that, because I've seen anchor people where somebody, maybe the sports guy, because it's always the sports guy or the weather guy, just say something fucking stupid. Like, the anchors usually have it together enough to know that their career, like, they could fuck it up by saying something stupid. Sports and weather guys, they want to get their little moment in there, so sometimes they really fuck up and say something not even overtly racist, but just enough to make the anchors so uncomfortable that they won't even comment on it or acknowledge he said it or anything. So later on in the management meeting, they could go, well, look at the tape. I didn't even hear it. I'm just shuffling my paper. We'll be back with our top stories after we get this idiot away from my desk. I love it.
All right, we can't find Martin Luther Kuhn.
Oh.
What about Joe, line 1 from Denver? I remember this one.
All right, let's go to Denver. Joe?
Hey, what about when Tiger Woods won his first?
Oh, yeah.
Fuzzy Zeller.
Win it. You get to pick the menu for the next year, and Fuzzy says, well, I guess next year we're having fried chicken and watermelon.
Oh, God. But see, black people, this is a war between white people. Black people really think some of that shit is hilarious. It's just that we gotta keep you motherfuckers in check when you just say goofy shit like that.
Right.
But it's hilarious. We would say that to each other.
Yeah. Right.
We trash Tiger Woods. White people trash Tiger Woods ever since he goes, I'm Caucasian, and it's just like, motherfucker, you a nigga. Don't you get it? You googie nigga. You ain't no cobbler fucking Asian motherfucker.
Cobbler Asian.
What the hell is that?
Cobbler. I'm Caucasian. I'm half the... Shut the fuck up. Goddamn Porsche fucker, you are a nigga, and that's how you gonna get treated. Didn't Fuzzy Wuzzy let you know that?
Fuzzy let you know that, and Fuzzy's defense was, no, we say this shit all the time.
All the time, and they
in the locker room. They do.
You know they fuck with that half a black Asian mother. You know they mess with Tiger's head like that.
And you know something? He gets them back tenfold by kicking their fucking asses out there on the court.
If you guys got some of these clips, send them into the show, because we don't have all of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got to scrape these up.
We did find tax cunts, by the way.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of in the same category, but
yeah. News people fucking up.
Misspeaking. Here's
that was Tom Brokaw.
Tom Brokaw.
Doing some kind of special. He was standing on a runway right next to an airplane or some shit.
This is one of our favorites of all time.
And he was meant to say the presidential tax cuts, and he's got such a bad speech impediment. This guy, obviously, everyone knows he's just retired recently, but had a long, illustrious career as an anchorman for NBC Nightly News, could not speak. He had one of those lisps where you can't say your L words. It comes out like just this compression between the back of the tongue and the top of your mouth. So you sit there, NBC Nightly News, I'm Tom Brokaw. Today's top story, Leon Klinghoffer pushed off the deck of the Achilles. I couldn't say it. I saw that clip years ago of him saying that and was like, this motherfucker can't talk. He's the top dog at the news organization, and he can't say an L. And here he is screwing up tax cuts. Listen to the little gap right after he said it when he knew he fucked up, but if the gap was any longer, he knew people would know he fucked up, so he trudges on like a pro.
The key component in what the president insists is a job stimulus program. Ohio, a strong Republican state, is hurting economically. And as NBC David Gregory reports tonight, the president took his message right to a powerful Ohio Republican who is not convinced the tax cuts are the answer.
Tax cuts.
That long space sounded like 20 years, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Tax cuts.
And to watch the video, it's a flash that comes over his face. Doesn't last more than a quarter of a second, but you see it. He panics. His eyes get a little wider, that delay, and then goes right back into it.
He pro'd his way through it?
Like, because it was live, you know? It was fucking live, man.
I think the best way to do it is to just pretend you did not know. If you say, like, so poor, so black, you just... But see,
Wolf did a good job.
That's what Wolf Blitzer get. That's that thing where emotions for an emotionalist kind of person comes in and he's feeling emotional and it fucks up his entire rhythm because usually he's just disconnected, so poor, and so many people are black and it's this is just a tragedy, but it's just so poor. So black. So black.
I so fucked that line up.
Oh, so wet and so crispy.
So nappy-headed. Like, just fucking...
Nothing beats the kayaks, though, with Celine Dion.
Oh, Celine.
Just losing her mind. Did you hear the kayak one?
No.
This is...
We got shit to play for you.
When the victims of Katrina are on TV, and it was 24 hours a day, I mean, everyone watched it, and all the celebrities had to get involved. Sean Penn down in the boat with his shotgun and helping people get out. And Celine Dion on Larry King starts talking and gets very emotional about this whole thing and just babbles like an idiot, like the idiot she is. She is mentally retarded with a Vegas show. That's what it is. A retard with a Vegas show.
Yeah, before the kayak one, listen to this.
You know, some people are stealing and they're making a big deal out of it. Oh, they're stealing 20 pair of jeans or they're stealing television sets. Who cares? They're not going to go too far with it. Maybe those people are so poor. Some of the people who do that, they're so poor, they've never touched anything in their lives. Let them touch those things for once.
All right, only a fucking mongoloid retard would even have a thought process like that. That they're not stealing.
Oh, you can touch this plasma TV, but you can't have it.
That's because she doesn't have a history of having an emotion. So the emotional thing to say is, man, who gives a fuck about those televisions?
Yeah.
And just, who cares? And end it. But she's trying to be so profound in her new emotion that she's discovered.
Need to touch it. No, look, Celine, let me clue you in. They don't just want to touch it. They want to take it, as many as they can, keep them bone fucking dry, so when this shit clears up, they can sell it and make a lot of fucking money. It has nothing to do. There isn't a tear in the gentleman's eye as he's like, never thought I'd touch this. Look at this Panasonic. Panasonic.
Not only am I going to touch it, I'm going to take 20 pairs for myself.
Oh, Cleon, there's no electricity. I just want to touch it, man.
I want to touch the fucking thing.
I just want to touch it.
You know something?
You can touch it.
I never.
That's her emotion. She just discovered something she just didn't know she couldn't control.
It's like a science fiction movie where an emotionless robot finally gets the chip that gives him emotion. That's what she was like. She didn't know how to handle it.
What is this thing leaking from my eye? It's a tear. Oh my God, tear.
Feelings. I am disturbed by these feelings. I cannot deal with this. What? I feel a pain that is not truly a pain in my midsection.
Feelings, nothing more than feelings.
Trying to forget my feelings of love. Just let them touch it. Just let them touch it. I'm sure that's all they want. Why, I'm crying.
That's what she is. You're right. She just got hit with it.
It was
emotion.
Self-importance.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with Katrina. It was just her jerking herself off because she was feeling that way at the time. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the one true emotion out of the whole thing, and is that goddamn Kanye West is just...
right.
And, but see, Michael Myers in that clip, I don't know if you ever saw that thing, and I know you guys had to talk about it many times.
Hell yeah.
But it's just like you can just, that is the pain of being phony in Hollywood. It's just, you can't deal with that. If Michael Myers called himself a comic when fucking Kanye said, and George Bush don't care about black people, I'd have started I would have laughed so hard at him trying to collect this emotion and saying that crazy shit, and then watching Mike Myers try to disconnect. It's like, motherfucker, you're a comic too.
Just start laughing.
Just
go
start
with it.
Laughing at
just
that
look
shit.
at. Imagine if he turned to him and looked at him like it, put his eyebrows up and just went.
It's these people are struggling to be honest, man. That's the fucked up thing about this business. That's what's good about the radio. Is like you could just yap about some shit, be honest, and it's just, it doesn't hurt. You know, you say some shit, you might say a little tsunami shit wrong here.
But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
But you could be honest. But there is no honesty left. The honesty, whatever little piece of honesty anyone really wants to come out with in Hollywood, in that whole circle, has to be covered up in this armor. You know, that like it's not even honesty anymore.
But what's the drive for that? What is the root of dishonesty in terms of why can't people just say what they want?
Because
who's in charge of this new phenomenon when you can't say shit?
There are so many little interest groups now that have such a loud voice. Like, you don't need the NAACP coming after you anymore. You need, like, the fucking 125th Street fucking committee that thinks you're a fucking asshole.
You don't need the whole...
You don't need the whole shebang anymore. It's anything you say now. There is a group. You could talk about fucking anything, and there will be a group that will write a letter and be offended. And everyone, especially in Hollywood, that has careers and sponsorships, and the more corporations that get involved with stuff, the more they don't want to offend anybody.
Now, how much money would you need to have in your pockets, right, before offending anybody didn't mean shit to you, where you felt comfortable enough to say, God, fuck yeah, I got this many millions. You know what? Blow me.
We almost have enough.
It would be a lot.
That's the beauty of satellite radio. We don't have to really worry about sponsors yet.
It's not so much money, though. It's like boredom. What am I going to do?
Yeah, we want to do this.
What am I going to do? I kind of enjoyed this job.
Let's get back on track. We got the Celine Dion.
Take it from me.
We got the kayak clip here. Let's listen in on this.
Oh, the kayak.
Patrice has
listen
never heard
to this genius.
It is, you know, when I was hearing a couple of days ago that these things are not reachable, it's too full of water. Maybe I'm too much like I'm not thinking with my head. I'm talking with my heart. Nobody can open any roofs. The helicopters flying in. Take 2 people at a time. Take a kayak. Go into those walls. There's kids being raped at night. We hear gunshots. Big guns. What's that? Those people are praying. They're walking. They're like this. Hello? Do you see us? We're dying.
Celine,
it's terrible. I do not want to talk to you about money.
Celine segue. And people are dying, and cheese, but things are floating away. How come gum? What? Die! Why? They punch my teeth. They hit me and punch me. My gums are bleeding.
She sounded like, come on,
just jerky.
I drive cab, but my teeth, they're killing me. Is this dental malpractice? Take the kayak. Get through those walls. What walls?
The walls? Smash the walls with the kayak?
Children are being raped with the big guns and they...
What? And this is the guy sitting there listening to that shit said, Celine, the walls?
The
what
walls?
What he said? Smash the kayak. Against what?
Against the wall?
What?
Get the kayak. What are you going to do with a fucking kayak, first of all?
And then have the people do the kayak row?
Yeah. They're going to be rolling with the single oar.
No. You have to kneel in the kayak.
Yeah.
So that you can do the kayak row. You can't sit in the kayak. They don't know how to sit in kayak.
Kayak. Get the kayak.
Why would they take a kayak?
You can't carry a fucking, like, a butter knife in a kayak, never mind a saw to get through a roof or a wall. Take the jackhammers and heavy equipment, put them on a kayak. Why? If you're going to fantasize about what she wants to happen, how about you get a big boat in there and some fucking big helicopters? Take 2 people at a time. I think they were taking more than 2 at a time in the helicopter. That is the most uninformed jackass I've ever heard talk about that.
It was just so... her emotions were so new to the poor thing. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
The Titanic is sinking. You know, get a log raft out there to help them. You know what?
And they ice pick and fur things.
Ice is. The people are freezing in the waters. Why can't we drop some warm socks for them? No, you don't understand. It's like they're in the North Atlantic. It's freezing. The ship went down and stuff. I know we have to help them. Get some hand warmers, some gloves for when they are waiting.
And gas boilers.
They could do that.
Gas boilers.
Get some hair blowers and some generators so they can use that to dry their wet heads so they don't catch cold in the icy North Atlantic. Why?
Oh, poor thing. You gotta feel bad when
she meant well.
Brand new to emotions.
Get the ice chippers. Everyone on the front of the boat could chip the iceberg. What an underestimating idiot this woman is.
Take a kayak and the walls. But she wasn't saying what to do with anything. She was just naming stuff.
Just blurting shit out.
Kayak, walls, onions. What, bitch, is this a recipe? You cooking soup? Take the soup.
Now mix in some parsley. The people hungry. Look, they're walking. Hello.
The word is kayak.
It's like basil.
Kayak. Onion.
Boat.
Helicopter.
Or walls.
Wood.
Onions.
Kayak. Wood.
Kayak.
Onion. Wait a minute. Kayak, wood, onion. God.
Celine, the password is kayak. Okay, I'd like to play. Small boat. Help people. Walls.
2 alternating rowing.
Helicopters.
Rapids. And black people. Huh?
Hello.
Black people. Onions.
Plasma TVs. Touch them.
Touch TV.
Oh, what a dope.
What an ass. All right, now we got to back up a little bit. We found the Martin Luther King Day thing.
Oh, God damn it.
This
all
started with one stupid clip this morning.
Yeah.
We were sitting around going, how are we going to start the show today?
And this is how it starts.
It amazes me every day we pull this off.
The next couple of days, temperature is going to stay well above normal after a couple of days well below normal. Here's a look at your extended forecast for tomorrow. Sunshine, 60 degrees, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We're going to see temperatures in the low 60s and mostly sunny skies. Look at that as we head toward Wednesday, Thursday, and
you're
Friday.
fired.
And that guy's body temperature is about 120 right now.
Oh, my God. They gave him the Oscar too long speech music.
Here's what I think happened. If you would play it again, you could hear this. And this is, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm giving the guy the benefit of the doubt. Why would you, first of all, why the fuck would you go on the news and say that on purpose? You wouldn't.
Just wouldn't.
You wouldn't. He's saying Martin Luther King Jr. The ooh in Junior and the K in King. Did you ever mix shit up? So he mixed King and Junior and got Coon.
Martin Luther Jr.
He would have gotten Martin Luther Coon Kingier.
But say Coon and King. King starts out completely
Yeah, but if
different.
he had Junior, you ever get ahead of yourself in your head as you're speaking? So he as he says the K for King, he's already got the ooh for Junior, so it's Coonier. But he corrected himself too soon, I think.
It's a wonderful day here on George Washington Lincoln. What? Washington Lincoln Day.
George George Washington. Let's listen again here.
The next couple of days, temperature is going to stay well above normal after a couple of days well below normal. Here's a look at your extended forecast for tomorrow. Sunshine, 60 degrees, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We're going to see temperatures in the low 60s and mostly sunny skies. Look at that as we head toward Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Do you think the sweat just immediately was on his forehead?
I got a warm front going across my forehead right now.
You know all that mud makeup that they put on your face?
Yeah.
Do you think it just started dripping down like a landslide over his eyebrows?
Yeah. His head, he's like,
sweat.
He's like, I'm really fucked. I'm fucked deeper than a Doppler 2 million. I'm Doppler 3 million fucked, baby.
And we'll have the rest of the forecast tomorrow. Honey, if you can hear me, get my resume to Kinko's, please, immediately. I'm fired.
What did he say, the N in coon?
No, it was like cool.
Well, he could have said cool. I thought I was going to mix cool and
Martin Luther King. Cool Jr.
Maybe he was trying to fit the word cool in there.
That was a slip-up.
He couldn't get out of that. He couldn't talk out of that.
But it could have been Freudian, too. This motherfucker could be the most racist guy that's going, another Martin Luther King Jr. Day we got to sit through, huh, motherfuckers? I got to do my weather.
Yeah, let's go.
I got to do my weather. I'll be right back, though.
Let's go to Ray in Virginia. Ray?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, you guys need to try to find the one where Shepard Smith makes a huge mistake. He's talking about J-Lo, and you know how he always does his little funny little sayings he does? He gets tongue-tied.
Yeah, I remember this one. Do we have that one, Hawk?
Yeah, we're
the
looking
Shepard
for it right now.
Smith J-Lo comment.
What'd he say?
The look on his face is priceless. Then he apologizes. You can just see it on his face like he's saying, oh, I am so
He says
sorry.
blowjob, basically.
Yeah, not basically. He says blowjob.
He says blowjob instead of, I don't even remember what he was trying to say at the time. Yeah, we'll try to find that one.
Damn it, I love that one.
Thanks, buddy. All right.
Oh, that Celine Dion is just...
Oh, she just a raving... She is so far from knowing what is going on in the real world. Like, she was a star pretty young on.
Yeah, she was
and
a long time.
Just now in Vegas, she's got like some palatial mansion. She goes to her own theater for a show every night. What does she know about these people down there in New Orleans? Nothing. Thinking a kayak. What the fuck? That's a rich person recreational boat.
Yeah.
Is a kayak. That's all she knows. I've been kayaking once.
Take all rich people. Why? There's no polo ponies.
Get the polo pony.
Take a gazebo. Take 3 gazebos with there. I could love it.
If everybody's maid and butler just chipped in to pull these people out, they would be safe.
Oh, God. Get them bidets, Larry. Get them some bidets.
I heard in the stadium that they were in, there are no bidets. They are all going around with dirty heinies. Larry, what can we do to help? I don't want to talk about money. Is she a rip?
Let's go to Larry in Michigan. Larry.
Hey, boy.
Call room service. Have them send food down.
What's up, Larry?
Hey, do you remember in the 90s when Jesse Jackson was appearing at a UAW rally, and the president of the UAW had to introduce him, and he introduced him as Spear Chucker?
Oh.
What?
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Look for the clip on the internet. You'll find it. Yeah, he introduced him. And you know what the guy's thinking? Talk about Freudian. He's thinking, now I got to get up there and introduce this motherfucking Spear Chucker. But
wow.
He called him, I think he was
well, if you guys got these clips, you guys send them into the show.
God, that's
doesn't even
genius.
sound like Jesse Jackson where you can, trip it up.
Bear in Maryland. Bear.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
Hey, how about that big knucklehead grease man, Waddle-doodle-laddle day? Remember when he did the Martin Luther King Day? If we just shot 4 more, we'd have a whole week off.
That's Waddle-doodle. You never heard that one?
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, that was...
Yeah.
This is innovative racism. I didn't even hear this, man.
He got fired for that one.
Yeah, and then he comes back and gets fired for the no wonder they drag them behind trucks comment. after they played what they play? Fuji's?
I think it was a Fuji record he was, like, checking out.
No, what's her name? From the Fugees.
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Plays the Lauryn Hill record.
Radio guy. I heard of that
the
one.
Grease Man. Waddle-dee-doodle. And he played it, and then he says, of course, not liking the music, he goes, well, no wonder they drag them behind trucks. Whoa, fired. Time for a bone dry. I'm out of work. Bone dry. Waddle-doodle. Time for the old unemployment line. Dragged, and that issue was so sensitive. I mean, that guy was ravaged.
Yeah, but, well, then he goes on TV to talk about what we did with the whole Sex for Sam thing.
And then after Sex for Sam, he's like, well, it was inappropriate behavior for the radio. All right, Mr. Drag him behind truck.
Yeah, right. Thanks for finding an expert.
That is something, that whole issue that happened with that guy
you have the Grease Man right?
was something that should have been pulled from, like, footage from the 50s. You know what I mean?
Not even the 50s.
That's
old
30s.
The first talkie films racism.
Like, that is beyond.
Where Thomas Edison, they're like, drag a nigga behind the truck, and Edison's like,
Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. No wonder they drag them behind trucks. Watson, come quick, I need you. There's a colored person behind me.
But there was the Grease Man, like, right after it happened, too. Just joking. And no wonder they drag them behind trucks. Boot! He got the boot, never recovered from that either.
No. He's on an AM station somewhere in the D.C.
AM
area.
selling his own commercial time.
Oh, wait, this guy knows. Brian in D.C. Brian?
Hey, Grease Man's back on the radio in D.C.
Yeah.
Is he?
A Fox News affiliate. I think it's like WMET 1160.
Oof. Like I said, he's never recovered from that.
All right, thanks, sir.
Next buck up.
How quick we just forgive.
Forgive and forget.
That goes to show you how little talent there is out there.
Holy shit. Hold on a minute.
Well, we forgive and can forget the other way too, because Jesse with fucking Hymietown, that should have he should have been gone.
And here's the difference, though. It's like Jesse didn't even go whoops, oopsie doodle. He just goes, Hymietown, and it's just like
Hymietown.
And you try to give him a chance to go, hey, Jesse. Did you
I understand what you mean. Hymietown. Yeah, I hear. You make a left at Jewville, and then you get on the Kike Highway, and it take you over the Hebe Bridge right into Hymietown.
I'm going out to fly my kike. What did you just say? Did you slip up? No, I'm going to fly a Jew. What?
Yeah, no apologies, nothing.
No, nothing. I'm just flying Jew.
And there he is. Whenever there's something, he's still on there, respected, everything. Doesn't matter.
Hymietown.
Doesn't matter. Fucking Al Sharpton was involved with that debacle case. What's her name?
Tawana
Brawley. With Mason and Maddox, those wonderful lawyers that they were disbarred. And nothing. He still, gets up there. He's respected. He's more respected now than he's ever been.
Well, we get to do a few things.
Yeah, you get a free pass.
Yeah, they get the fuck up, too.
We don't get reparations. Those goddamn gooks got reparations. They get money, those damn Japs, for being in a camp for 2 days.
We locked them up for a couple of weeks during a war.
Well, you locked us up for a couple of goddamn eons. We can't be racist from time to time.
We never knew what the hell they were going to say, those Japs.
Now we got to back up a little bit. We found the Shepard Smith.
Shep.
J-Lo's new song, Jenny from the Block, all about Lopez roots, about how she's still a neighborhood gal at heart. But folks from that street in New York, the Bronx section, sound more likely to give her a curb job than a blow job or a block party. The New York Post. Sorry about that slip up there. I have no idea how that happened.
God bless Shepard. Acknowledge it.
That's your news and the G Block, as Fox reports this Monday, November the 4th, 2002. And still ahead, the most watched prime time in all of cable news. Yes. All right.
Wow, you can hear it in his voice at the end of that. He's like, oh, man, am I going to get through this?
And
you can hear it in his voice like, oh, damn.
What a pro, though. He built his confidence back up like his motor stalled, and he started to back up. Oh, blowjob, boy, I didn't mean that.
Block party.
I'm sorry. And then now let's get going now. Let's do the crazy thing.
Coming up next, O'Reilly.
We hit the G-block, baby.
O'Reilly with some ass sex. Oh, fuck. What did I... God damn that. I didn't mean it. I apologize for that.
But he kept himself from getting fired because he acknowledged. It's like, whoa, that was
was just a slip up.
He didn't
It'll never happen again.
No one could say it.
That's what you got to do. Be human. Acknowledge it.
Be human.
All right, let's go to Fled in Pennsylvania. Fled?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
So I wonder if you remember when Doug Williams was he was the first black quarterback to play in his Super Bowl, and some chick, the first question out of her mouth was, "Excuse me, how long have you been black?"
Wow. Are you kidding?
I swear to God. It's got to be somewhere out there. I have to look for it.
Yeah, once again, if you guys have these clips, please send them in to steve@foundrymusic.com. Thanks.
All right, bunch now.
I think we have one more, and we'll take a break finally. Let's say hi to Chris from whackbag.com. Chris?
Hey, love your show, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, do you remember back in '94 when Bill Clinton was being interviewed on BET, and he said, and I quote, doing the fucking air quotes here in the car, and he says, and I such a fucking faggot. But, you know his ass? Anyway, he said, black people watch the same TV news at night that regular people watch.
And that's what white people think. Oh, wow.
Like, you know, they're almost like real people.
They're almost regular. Really? You know who Nirvana is? You're really regular.
That is hysterical.
You was irregular before.
There are times, though, you don't know what to say. Like there'll be maybe a kid with Down syndrome or something, and you'll see him do something that amazes you that they're actually capable of doing that. And you'll say, wow, he was doing it like a normal person or a regular person. And that is so un-PC, but
it's the truth.
That's what it is.
Right.
You say normal person, and then people argue, well, what is normal? Right. You know, you're judging what's normal. No, I know that ain't normal. That ain't the norm.
I thought every time you said something, every time a person says something that's politically incorrect, like you go, oh, wow, I thought that was something normal. I thought that only you got offended and the person you was talking about didn't give a shit.
Right.
But I thought midgets was something that regular tall people was getting angry at. Midgets don't like the word midget.
No, they hate it.
I thought midgets, hey, you little midget. And he's like, hey, that's what I am, baby. But he's like, I'm a little person.
Little person.
Motherfucker, you a midget.
Little person.
What? You're not a little person. That puts too much pressure on me to be considerate of your fucking thing that is evidently a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like you are a goddamn midget, motherfucker. Don't put me in a bad
wrong
spot.
About that too?
It's a great word.
What's wrong with midget? What is wrong with that word? I don't understand. It was never used as a derogatory term towards midgets,
right?
Towards little people. It was just never like, you fucking midget. You know, hey, don't use the M word. I'm gonna be pissed. You know, it's just what they were. And then all of a sudden, they just decided, no, midget is a bad word now. We want to be called little people.
What do you think they was calling them on a set of Oz, on the Wizard of Oz?
Get the fucking midget.
Get over there.
Here's the midgets on the set. Midgets on the set. We're doing the Yellow Brick Road scene. Midgets to the set, please.
And you know they weren't like, motherfuckers calling us midgets again. But we're little people. Hey, director, down here. We're fucking little people, asshole. You know, we're not going to answer to midget anymore.
All right, little people to the set.
Thank you. That's better, motherfucker.
It doesn't happen like that.
Is this midget cursing me the fuck out? You gotta get out of my face with your thumb arms before I toss you through a window.
And you know, back then, they were a dime a dozen, too. Like they've weeded them out with friggin' testing
With
and
genetics
shit.
and shit.
Genetic. Like there's a fucking doctor. The second you shoot a load inside your woman, he could be bedside going, it's going to be a midget.
Kill it.
I saw the test that we did. I could see by the residue left on your mattress. You fucking midget. You want? I'll bring the equipment in right now. We got a vacuum. We'll suck that fucker right out. You won't have to worry about having to be embarrassed for the rest of your life. But back then,
that was a dwarfy load. That load was dwarfing. God
back then, one of those motherfuckers mouth off about little people. They swing the door to MGM open.
Any midgets want a job? Any midgets?
Oh, hey, I'm there. Follow the yellow brick road.
And then a bunch of midgets come running over the hill like gremlins.
Wait, we only need 10. Hey, hold it back.
One midget comes and then looks back and does the wave, and it's 10,000 midgets.
What was like back in the fucking 30s? Midgets galore.
They the ones who wrote that song, Hi-Ho. They came in.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work we go. How many you need? We got 50 here.
We only need 10 fucking midgets.
How are we going to control all these midgets? Don't worry. The king of the midgets. Attention. Go like Malcolm X, like Denzel from Malcolm X. He just held his hand up and did the point, and all the midgets left. Brought the midgets down to the MGM theater. There's some midgets out there that need work. Listen, take these motherfuckers and go. And then the women in the copper then goes, no midget should have this much power. You right, nigga. Assalamu alaikum.
Goddamn midgets. Nowadays, though, you gotta
little people, man.
Only a few of them. You don't see them just trucking down the street as many as we used to.
Wow. In the 20s, it was
the 20s, just all over.
The whole world was half midget.
Fucking. Little midget hands doing the Charleston.
Hey, baby, you want to shake a leg at the Cotton Club tonight?
Now you're hard-pressed to find one. I could go a month.
Hard-pressed! Hard-pressed to find a midget!
Dude, you go out there, I dare you, a fucking month will go by, 2 months, 6 months. You won't see one fucking midget.
Patrice, you have no idea. We have a bit called the Midget Sighting of the Day, and we can't do it every day because they're hard to find.
It ain't like the old days.
As if people are looking.
They're looking.
You're hard-pressed to find them. Listen, we're doing the remake of Wizard of Oz. We're doing Wizard of Oz 2. We need midgets. Damn.
See, we
interrupt this program.
They got a CGI midgets.
Yeah. The ozone midget sighting of the day.
See, we have an intro and an outro for the bit, but we can't find the midgets.
And the only reason it is a bit in the first place is because a midget sighting is something unique.
It's very rare.
It's rare.
Yeah.
And then
so
the
we want to
person
know
will
about
call
it
and describe what he's seeing.
You think we're kidding? Listen again.
We interrupt this program to bring you the ozone midget sighting of the day.
And then we get this.
Dude, I'm in the supermarket right now, and I see a midget, and he's pushing the fucking shopping cart. I swear to God, it looks like he's on that playground thing where you swing from one bar to another. He's reaching up and pushing a fucking shopping cart. It's the funniest fucking thing I ever seen.
Well, we got one sort of. Bob in Baltimore. Bob?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Bob. What's up, Bob?
I can relate what happened to me with one of them little fuckers one day.
Yeah.
Me and some friends went into a bar, and I'm 6'4". And there was 3 or 4 of them in there. We started striking up a conversation with them, just talking. And I said something to the effect of, it must be really tough being a midget in this society. Well, the guy took such an offense to it, the little fucker come over and punched up right in my nut.
They do have a great height for really nailing you right in the balls.
I mean, and I thought, what the fuck did I say?
Yeah, how do you defend against
We're
that?
not midgets. We're little people.
That's exactly what he said. He said, we're not midgets, we're not munchkins, and we're not dwarfs.
All right.
Man.
There's the money.
Yeah.
Fucking Ron Jeremy. Porn on cell phones and iPods. Adults only. This is a news report that they're doing right now. This is the stuff I've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's downloading shit onto their phones and onto their iPods.
Yeah, they were bragging that you could get like
the
the Desperate Housewives on your iPod.
Fuck that.
Who the fuck cares?
It's
Give me
all
gas.
going to be about...
Give me gas for my cell phone.
Quick porn clips. It's not going to be about sitting there and
Mobile
watching.
porn sales this year, $1 billion.
$1 billion. Why the fuck don't we have things like the Wiffle Ball Bat Challenge available for download in its entirety? Hardcore pornography. That's what I'm talking about. Quick clips, 5-10 minutes, where people can download it onto their iPods and cell phones and watch in glee.
What about a clip of intern Bill smelling that homeless hooker's ass?
That homeless hooker's ass.
Whoa!
Oh, it was beautiful. She came in here just stankin'. Took all her clothes off, not a stitch on her. All fours on the Liberator.
A mess.
She was homeless and she hasn't showered in a while.
It stunk so bad. We made her spread her ass cheeks open, and we made him put his nose 1 inch from her actual hole.
Yeah.
And sniff.
It was a beautiful thing.
Breathe deep the gathering gloom. And he did.
Watch lights fade from every room. I had to play that fucking song 1,000 times, man.
Of course you did.
Moody Blues.
And, yeah, like that stuff, who wouldn't want to download that? Ron Jeremy's got his own site now. I just saw that.
Yeah.
Where you could download porn to cell phones and stuff. That man's a genius.
Well, we need some good people working for us behind the scenes.
Let's get on this.
We don't have that.
I'm too lazy. I need
There's
people.
been no porn since I've been here. We just talking about movies and Celine Dion. Give me a little baseball bat in the
bring
pussy.
them some pornography.
You know why?
Stick something somewhere
They
before
said there was no nudity.
You're looking at two smart broadcasters.
Really? Where?
You could get this shit everywhere, so it's not as exciting as it used to be. Having the naked chicks on the radio.
We do it every
Why'd
so
you
often.
turn it
We
back
do it
into
just
you?
enough.
I'm talking about me. I
Patrice wants
haven't
to
seen
see
it.
it.
Oh, you just want to see it.
Jesus Christ. Hope he turns it into, because we're geniuses. I know
We
that.
are
But can I see a baseball bat in the
This is
hand,
our
please?
career we're talking about, Patrice.
We jumped on satellite radio a little over a year ago, and we're like, fuck, shit, cunt, blah, motherfucker, and we would go to the phones, and people were like, yeah, so what else you got, man? Who cares? You can curse. Woo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. Tell him, Fred. All right. That was a hell of an hour of radio.
Wow. It's an hour already?
Now we could go into midget talk. They're standing by, but...
Midgets are standing. Midgets.
Are there really midgets standing by?
There's Midgetville in Virginia. Midget started a fight with me in a bar.
How does a midget start a fucking
These
fight?
little uptight fuckers.
Start a fight.
Bob in
Hey,
Buffalo.
Buster.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Outside of Buffalo, there's a big mall called the Galleria Mall. There's a midget that's actually a security guard, and every time we're in there, I got a 12-year-old daughter, and he ain't no taller than her. We're walking through the mall, and this guy, he's walking around with his fake New York State Trooper black hat, and his shoulders are all up in the air, like his shit don't think he's walking around. And then every time I see him, I just start cracking up thinking, what the hell is he going to do against a motherfucker that's going to grab something from the store and run?
You could just outrun him.
He must have been born in, what was that town? Lovejoy?
Oh, Jesus.
Was it Lovejoy?
Yeah.
Local reference of the day. Thank
look
you.
at that.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I spent 3 years in Buffalo, this Lovejoy area. Holy shit. I took a drive through that once. It's a ghost town now.
Really?
What did they find? Like nuclear waste under the neighborhood?
Oh, is it sort of like a Love Canal kind of thing?
Yeah, what was the story there, Bob?
Yeah, a lot of midgets?
No, in Lovejoy they didn't find it. It was just outside of Lovejoy, more of East Buffalo, South Buffalo area. They found more of that nuclear waste crap.
Yeah, they found some nuclear shit, so that this town just evacuated, and it just sits there to this day.
They didn't know.
Although
back then,
I heard that
shit.
Although I heard they made it into very cheap housing, and people are buying up those houses now. But when I was up there, you would drive through these neighborhoods. It was creepy as hell, man. There was like grass growing through the sidewalk now. All the houses unkept, obviously. Kids' toys in the driveway still. People
They just
took
picked
their
up and
shit
left.
and left. And this town just sat there like a ghost town for many, many years. Creepy.
They ain't getting any better, that's for sure.
And the roads, little like almost little trees now, we're growing through them now, and it was unbelievable to check out, man.
They would dump shit that would just make ghost towns out of places years ago. They had no clue. Like there was a factory that made watches, and they made glow in the dark numbers, but they were hand painted. So there were all these women that would sit around with these little paint brushes and dip them in this radioactive paint. It wasn't like the glow-in-the-dark stuff they have now, kind of safe. This was like radium or some shit. And they would just dot, 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 put little dots around the dial.
They unscrewed missiles. And
Yeah.
climbed up a ladder, dipped it in the missile.
Take a handful of fucking chowder out of that missile with nuclear goop. And in order to keep the brush tip pointy, they would lick it.
Oh, no.
So all these women were just coming up with these 5-headed children.
Slipper babies.
Slipper babies.
Slipper babies.
So they figured out that it was the paint, and what do? Just dump barrels of this stuff. Just dump it into the wastewater, into the water and the surrounding area.
Now it's like baby Hiroshima over there.
And then they built on it years after the factory's gone. And years. They build on it. And all of a sudden, the children started coming out all fucked up.
Oh,
and they had to, dig down. In order to clean these things up, they got to bring shit in, get rid of all the dirt.
And can you imagine, it's only been 110 years or some shit.
That we kind of had that shit
figured
out.
Yeah. All that shit,
One of my favorite things ever with X-rays or radiation was in the shoe stores back in ye olden days when they first came up with the X-ray machine. They thought it would be a wise thing for shoe salesmen to know what the people's bone structures look like. So they'd you'd go in, and there were X-ray machines at the shoe stores. You'd stick your feet in here and look at this ancient picture tube with your feet and the bone structure. And the shoe guy would go, well, you see this bone here, you're going to need this type of shoe and stuff. Meanwhile, they're over-radiated, like more radiation you would ever need for like a lifetime of X-rays on your feet are being pumped into these people. And again, just...
Well, Opie doesn't have to worry about this because I know Opie eats like air and lettuce sandwiches.
This guy's impervious.
But the food is, you got so much shit in the food now. They're saying dead bodies aren't decomposing anymore
because of the preservatives.
Because of all the preservatives. So that's why you can open up a grave and a motherfucker's still in the same shout out death pose.
All that shit. They're saying that because of all the hormones that they put in chicken, that girls are going through puberty at an earlier age now because of fucking hormones in
Damn,
chicken.
baby, how old are you? 7. What?
7 years old. Look at the set of tits on her.
They better adjust the laws now. Yeah, they're going to be doing this with the chickens. They better adjust those laws.
And I want to enact the chicken hormone law of 2005.
I don't want to get myself in some shit because they're fucking pumping hormones at the chickens. She looked 18, sir.
Oh, she was 9? Girl loved chicken. I tell you. Chicken-loving whore.
God damn!
Shit. You better lower the age. If you're going to use hormones on this chicken, motherfucker, you better lower the age.
We got Mermaid Baby update. We did this story. God damn it.
I just saw Mermaid Baby on the TV behind you before. It was disgusting.
They sort of fixed her.
Mermaid Baby's
Feet
legs.
stuck together.
This is a little update on a story we did a while
all the way
ago.
up are stuck together.
Yeah, she had no snatch or
anything.
She just had, she looked like a mermaid.
No vagina?
It was all just one piece.
I don't know, they didn't show it.
Well, she had to pee. She got
to come out of somewhere.
Nah, they had to poke a hole somewhere.
Oh.
I'm serious. There's no hole.
Poke a hole. Get the kayak. Get the kayak. Get to help the mermaid baby.
What the password? The password is mermaid baby.
Mermaid baby. Legs together. Ankles. Vagina. No.
Vagina. Poke.
Larry, break through that snatch with the kayak. Kayak. She needs to pee. All right, here we go. Mermaid Baby update. God damn it, man. We went to break a half hour ago.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I swear to God, we walked in here. We didn't even say hi to Patrice. We're sitting around and how the fuck are we going to start this today?
It just starts on its own.
You may remember the little girl by the name of Milagros Cerrón. She was born with what they call the mermaid syndrome. This girl from Peru. Well, she's now 19 months old, and there's some good news.
The unforgettable image of a baby girl, born with her legs fused seamlessly from her thighs to her heels, feet split in a V like a mermaid tail. Blowing kisses and charming a mob of journalists, the miracle baby, as she's affectionately known in Peru, made her first appearance since a successful surgery to separate her limbs 6 months ago. She is physically stable. Her vital functions are stable. We haven't encountered any problems with her. Her motor skill development is within normal levels.
Yeah, but there is a problem.
Wow.
Shit.
Well, we find out in this clip.
Milagros Cerrón was born with mermaid syndrome, a rare congenital defect which few babies survive. Her given name rings true because Milagros means miracles in Spanish. I'm proud of this success, says Milagros' father, and I'm happy to see my girl like this. She actually has further problems, though, because she was born without hip sockets. And so while she's trying to stand up, as any little girl would, not able to do so. But anyway, nice smiling face. We'll be back.
No, but anyway, nice smiling face.
But anyway,
that's the best you can say about someone.
She can smile and drool.
Still smile, thank God.
Right? Get thirsty hip sockets.
My daughter has squiditis. She has 8 arms. She's going to be jerking off 8 motherfuckers at once. We have to do something about it.
Yeah, they call it something all nice, the mermaid syndrome.
The mermaid
it's
syndrome.
like Ariel. Here she comes.
And the thing is, they don't
singing
call it that.
songs.
Who the fuck? When have you ever fucking heard that? That
Never.
means that they saw her and go, get it when it came out, and damn, this bitch is like a mermaid.
It's a fucking mermaid.
Mermaid.
Mermaid syndrome. They call it mermaid syndrome.
I'm sure she looks just like Daryl Hannah.
But her name...
Like it, right?
I'm sure she eats lobster.
Milagro.
Just lobster shell.
You know what I've learned? If you're from one of these countries there, Peru, Ecuador, El Salvador, any of these countries where you need to come here to have your kid be worked on because technology down there, they do it like a rock. Don't have a baby. Don't ever name your baby something like Milagro. It means miracle. Her name, strangely enough, means hope. What's Spanish for normal baby? Name it that, so you don't have to deal with the fucking irony.
Fred.
Her name is
Fred.
And perfectly normal. Look at that. 10 fingers, 10 toes. Beautiful child. Her name is fucking Fred.
Oh, God.
Don't name it.
All right, we're going to stop there.
Name is Charity, because the people have been very charitable with her affliction. She has seal syndrome, which has flippers for hands, a mustache, and tusks. All right, that would be walrus syndrome, but I'm working on without a net here, people.
Oh, shit. Look at how long her face is. She has pony face.
Yeah. It's gotta be cute. Her little, cute, adorable pony face.
And she's so stubborn.
Yeah. Look at her go. She has half a Hulk face syndrome.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Always something adorable.
Justin in New Mexico, fuck that. Just throw her in the ocean, and if she is a mermaid, then she will survive. If not, then no more worries from me.
Yeah. You know, mermaid sank right to the fucking bottom.
And she swims to some sea city down at the bottom.
Yeah. There you go. Let her loose.
Oh, she has Aquaman talk rings coming out of her mouth talking to the fish.
This comes from whackbag.com. Mermaids in your neighborhood, we'll have this fishy business for you at 11.
Fishy business.
And then Steven from Bayshore, she's no mermaid, she's a squid snatch. And other people asking about the Howie secret. Yeah, we'll get into more secrets after the break.
That'd be great. No fucking ball joint sockets in the hips. You could just, once she gets older, grab those feet and just make her clap her feet over her head as you're banging her. Look at her. Hey, she applauds at her feet over her head. No hip sockets.
If she looks sexy, though, I think that would definitely, work out if she's a sexy chick and just how all in the fetishes and just have an actual mermaid as your girl, you know what I mean?
Mermaid girl. I'm with mermaid girl.
Come on, baby. Bitch, sit on that rock over there in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, someone grew up in that watch town you were talking about, Anthony. Scott the trucker. Scott?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Yeah, you guys were just talking about that watch factory, man. It was Elgin Watch Factory in Elgin, Illinois, dude.
Yep.
I grew up there, and I remember that factory sitting there, dude, for years. It just sat empty. And somebody bought it and wanted to build like a fucking subdivision or like a shopping center or some shit there. So they start tearing the fucking building down. Well, they get down to the fucking basement, and they found like a basement under the basement. And when they fucking opened it up, there's all these fucking nasty-ass leaking fucking drums and barrels and shit, and all this fucking nasty shit. So they brought somebody down to check this shit out, and it was all fucking like radioactive.
You are, and you know what the radiation did? It made you a potty mouth, sir. That was every other word was fuck or shit with this guy.
He has fuck shit
And it
disease.
came down to a fucking factory. There's shit all over the fucking place. Then they found a fucking basement under the fucking basement. And there's more shit in the fucking barrels.
He has slow Tourette's. Yeah, so I'm got
fucking barrels with the fucking shit. Inappropriate speech syndrome. He just curses all the time.
Oh, God. Let's go to Joey in Louisiana. Joey.
What's up, boys?
What's up?
What's up, my nigga?
Who you talking to?
Who?
I was
Hawk?
talking to Anthony, my bad.
What up, Joey?
Listen, if I see an ugly bitch on the street, does that mean she has Puggle syndrome?
Puggles are adorable.
Right. Little ugly bitch
You crack.
Let it be known that
Puggle.
Joey from Louisiana, wrecked our flow this morning.
He's the one.
He's the
reason
one that
we
makes
went
us
to break.
go to break now.
We were on such a roll. There was no stopping the
we
show
were
for break.
rocking.
He forced the break.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh.
There's a time that comes around that you gotta regroup in.
Blame it on Joey.
And we gotta blame it on Joey in Louisiana today. All right. But we're going to go to break with an old Opie and Anthony bit. Actually, it's an Anthony bit. I had nothing to do
Really?
with this.
What year was this?
Well, you were
37?
talking about Greaseman. So
Doodle.
we found the old Greasola crayons bit.
Oh, the racist Greaseman, of course.
The racist Greaseman. The story was that Crayola came out with a bunch of new colors.
And they were getting rid of some of the politically incorrect ones.
That's right.
Indian red was a color of a Crayola crayon. And it was supposed to be India red, based on some clay color in India, but and that's why it was called Indian red. But people got upset because they think red skin Indian, and they actually changed the color, which I thought was politically correct and silly. But the Greaseman had just gotten fired for his racist comment, and we kind of brought the two things together.
Yada-doo, diddle-day, yada-daddle-day, yada-dee.
Now, Greaseman, when are you...
Snarlins. I was being offensive. Yada-doodle-dee. Gobble-dee-goo.
Greaseman, you really got to get another job because we're sick of having you on our show here.
Waddle-daddle, please hire me.
No.
Somebody hire me, the Greaseman, for a radio show.
Well, I hear that you're looking at a job for Crayola.
Yes.
With Crayola, I should say.
Well, actually, the Greaseman is coming out with his own line of crayons. Racially insensitive crayons. I looked in the paper and I saw, the Greaseman saw that Crayola is removing Indian red from their box of crayons.
Because it's not politically correct and they don't want to tick off any people.
Insensitive to the Indians.
That's right.
As we like to call them, the cowboy killers. I remember as a cowboy slinging lead against the Indians, their arrows whooshing over my head. The redskin. But yes, very, very upset about Indian red in the crayon box.
Yeah.
So Crayola pulled it.
Well, they're going to continue making the color. They want people to come up with a new name for that color.
Yeah. Let's see. How about Kimosabi? Yeah. Yaddle doodle. Snarling. Bone dry. Yeah.
You're just not politically correct, Greaseman.
Well, I'm hoping to get some money with my new crayon line.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, Greasola crayons.
Greasola crayons.
Greasola crayons.
Could you
There's a sharpener on the side, makes the crayons as pointy as my head. Yaddle daddle, bone dry, yeah.
Now, could you name some of the crayons that you will be offering?
Well, let's say a young child, a little young waif wants to draw the sun.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice bright sun.
Sure.
Little picture in his kindergarten class. You know what color he'd use? In the Greasola crayon set?
What?
Chink yellow. Yaddle daddle. Just a big circle. You can get colored in with some chink yellow. Yaddle daddle. And of course, you can't complete the scene without maybe some flowers basking in the heat of that chink yellow sun.
Well, that would be nice, sure.
Right, so you draw some tulips.
Okay.
And, of course, you use Homo Pink. Homo Pink, a shade of pink loved by bone smugglers everywhere. Yaddle diddle, doodle die. How about Polish purple?
Ah, Polish purple sounds neat.
Polish purple.
Why Polish purple, though?
Well, look, it's green. Yiddle diddle die. The crazy Polacks can't get the colors right there. Oh, my. Mick Green.
Mick Green?
Yes,
okay.
the color of the shamrocks.
That's right.
Mick Green, Mick Green. Bone dry, yeah. Yaddle daddle.
Wow.
And, of course, wetback brown.
Of course.
And then, of course, I have the special Italian crayon there.
And what's that?
Look, it's a grease pencil. Greasy little Dago pencil. Yaddle-deedle-doodle-die. Bone dry.
Very nice.
Oops, I'm being removed from my seat.
Hey.
Oh, it's happening again, Dad. Whoa.
There they go. They're yanking him out of the studio again.
Oh, look at that. Dragged him out again. He's going to go back on his apology tour.
Greaseola crayons.
Greaseola crayons. Boy.
That's kind of cute, huh?
A little insensitive there.
Big time.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program on this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday. We'll get into the whole wow phenomenon a little later on. Patrice O'Neill in studio. Goddamn, a lot going on today. I think we got Disturbed stopping by and COC. Actually, Pepper from Corrosion of Conformity. Lizard Man's outside the studio. He had so much fun yesterday. He just stopped by to say hi.
Just hanging.
We pretty much have like an open door around here.
Yeah.
Every day there's like fans and people just hanging out, checking out the show. We got a communique in our hands from the AP, Anthony, worth reading. Sirius shares slide on analyst downgrade. We've been talking about this for a while, actually. Shares of Sirius Satellite Radio Incorporated dipped Tuesday after an analyst warned that the satellite radio provider could have a hard time matching the hype surrounding its programming deal with Howard Stern.
Yes.
We've been talking about this for months, man. Sirius is just banking on Howard, and that is it, and that is why they will fail miserably.
It's going to be rough.
We've been saying this for months. Yesterday, XM signed Bob Dylan to do his show. And that's what the XM does.
Yeah.
You know, they're spreading it out, man. They're getting people from all over the place. Sirius shares fell 45 cents or 6% yesterday, Anthony.
Ouch.
We believe the recent media attention surrounding Howard Stern's arrival at Sirius has caused its stock price to become completely detached from the underlying business fundamentals.
So what they're saying there, Opie, is that all the Howard hype has pumped the stock up, regardless of what the truth of the matter is, based on the company's financials. You know, if you look deep into the company's financials, they're not in that good a shape as they would like to be, I'm sure. And I must disclose right now, I am a serious stockholder. If I'm giving stock advice, I'm like Imus. Imus is always talking about, Opie and Anthony are good friends of mine, and I hope they do well on XM, but I own Sirius stock, and I hope they do well. And I own the stock. I know what to do. I make my little trades here and there.
Yeah, you'll punch out.
Yeah.
When you have to.
I know when to dump out.
And they're recommending that you sell Sirius and buy XM.
I should have punched out yesterday.
They're recommending you buy XM Satellite Radio, who's more than 5 million U.S. subs, tops Sirius's 2 million plus count. And XM Satellite Radio had a good day yesterday, the shares. Up 8 cents yesterday.
It's going to be very hard to match the hype. There's been a lot of hype, especially lately, with Howie going over there to Sirius. But it's going to be hard to match that hype with reality. Once it's all said and done, and all this hype is over about him leaving radio and going to satellite, and his ass is in the chair, and he's doing shows, that hype fades away. And now, you're talking to a lot less people than you were. The newspapers write that. You can't. What do you think? The newspapers are going to go, Howie building an audience, one person at a time, hoping to. No, it's going to be 90% of Howard's audience doesn't come with him.
Doesn't go with him. So you got to build a whole brand new audience. That's what we've done in the last year and 3 months. And you're not going to hear Howie yelling and screaming that he's going to kick XM's ass. Impossible. No. Will not happen. Mm-mm. By the way, we'll always have more listeners on radio now, as far as the satellite radio game goes. It's how it goes. It's just how the companies are. This company much greater than the little doggy company. That's a fact.
You know what? What was that quote he had?
He's not even allowed in Canada. We're all over XM Canada. He's not allowed to do Canada.
What was a quote? He said he'd been doing subpar radio for 10 years.
Yeah, I got that somewhere.
Is that his clip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we love about this clip is
because there's.
What we love about this clip is while he's been doing subpar radio the last 10 years, we made our names in radio in the last 10 years.
Playing by the same rules.
Playing by this exact same rules.
I've been doing subpar radio for the last 10 years.
All right. Subpar radio, 10 years. When did his movie come out?
I don't know.
Was it
97, 98?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, probably.
And a little before that, things started. You know what it is? It's not, it's subpar radio because he's not the same guy. It's not the same show. There's no making it the same show again. It's just, I can't see it going back to that. When he's on the likes of, when he's on the shows of the people that he used to make fun of before he started doing what he's calling subpar radio, that was entertaining. When he would goof on Larry King, goof on the news programs, all this. And now he's on there, and this kind of started when his movie came out, and you'd see him being on all these talk shows and go, wait a minute, that isn't Howard. He doesn't do that. And
just proving that he's just a phony.
Yeah. And now it's even worse. I mean, I understand you got to promote yourself, and that's fine, but the whoring that's going on and the ass-kissing with people that just...
And as a guy that does radio, I am completely embarrassed that he's following us into satellite radio, and he has this great opportunity to go on national TV and tell the country... by the way, most of the country still has no clue what satellite radio is about, even though XM's doing great. But the potential is just amazing. We haven't even come close to what this thing's going to do. So he has this unbelievable opportunity to go on national TV and tell everyone what satellite radio is about. And he's bragging that one of the bits he's trying to do is measure some dude's dump. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
That's not what this is about. You can do that stuff on the side, no problem, and people out there, some of them will enjoy it. But that's not what satellite radio is about.
No.
And he's an embarrassment to the whole industry.
Those are like the little things that you could do.
Tissue time. He's bragging about tissue time.
Yeah.
He's bragging about having girls talk dirty on the radio. That's what satellite radio could do, you stupid ass.
And I don't think he understands that when he was doing that stuff back in the late 80s, mid-late 80s, there was no internet. It was very hard to come by that type of material. So to hear it on the radio was shocking, and it was entertaining, and you would stay listening like you couldn't tune away. But now there's so many options to that. There's the internet, there's downloading stuff from iPod like we were talking about earlier, that it isn't, the shock value isn't there to where you can't turn it off anymore.
Right.
It's very easy to turn off. It gets boring quickly.
Right.
What people want is to be entertained on a daily basis.
They want to laugh, man. If you're not doing a funny show every day, you're fucked.
They want to be laughed, or at least they want something thought-provoking.
A little of that, too, sure.
Yeah, just make it interesting. That's all. It can't just all be about, we got strippers coming in today. Strippers. I can't tell you, and I've been bashed on message boards and stuff about this, saying that I cannot fucking stand strippers. I fucking hate them. I hate when they're in here. I hate them at strip clubs. I like sitting and looking at them as completely as objects and just looking at their naked bodies. That, to me, beautiful. The second they open their mouths, the second they're involved in radio, it stinks on ice. I want to choke the shit out of them and throw them out of the window. They suck. Strippers equal shit radio.
With their fake moaning and their fake, I'm enjoying this.
Totally phony. Just awful stuff. But he trudges on with that torch.
Well, because he has nothing else.
Good luck to you.
He doesn't know how to reinvent himself. He has no fucking clue.
It's not like it used to be. You can't just go on and do the shit that you used to do in 85, 86, 89.
Howard, you go on satellite radio and measure people's dumps, and we'll continue to be funny and edgy and thought-provoking. Have fun. We're going to kick your fucking ass, and you know it.
He's got to fill time.
It's our time now! It's our time! You had yours!
Got to fill time with something now that he can't complain because he'll be so happy, as he's saying.
God damn, I'm yelling and screaming, losing my mind, and my mentor's on the phone.
Oh.
He's not gonna be proud of me today. Brother Waze.
I'm always proud of you, Opie. Are you kidding me?
Are we on with you guys?
Yeah, so do we...
All right, no cursing, no cursing.
Bombs or...
No, we'll be good boys.
For all the stuff that I enjoy when I listen to you guys every day. Listen, the reason I had a call is, I don't know if you guys read this. I mean, you guys got a big network. Has anybody sent you the Bubba article?
It's in front of us right now. We haven't had time to waste on Bubba.
But it's so goddamn sickening, Opie. These people, I mean... I saw Howard Stern on, I forgot which TV show he's promoting like crazy, about how his show is all about truth and honesty.
Yeah. And that's something.
I don't begrudge people that are fans of Howard if they just see the entertainment value. But when they want to believe any crap that he says, it makes you completely sick because he's a big liar and a fake.
Hallelujah. We've been saying that for a long time.
But check this out. Here's a quote from Bubba.
Okay.
Howard and I are on the ground level of the next big thing in radio.
Yeah.
Added Clem 39, who legally changed his name from Todd to Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah.
When satellite radio does blow up, we're the pioneers. And Howard was the only person who gave me the opportunity. Do they not know you guys exist?
Yeah. Well, they're trying to hide that fact.
Not only do we exist, we've been doing it for a year and 3 months now. Bubba the Love Sponge personally, called XM and wanted on XM badly.
Sure.
They took him off XM.
Well, now he forgot it existed.
Yeah, and also Howard was on with the Today Show with Katie Couric, and Katie's looking at Howard and going, you're going to be the first shock jock on satellite radio.
Oh, God, how do we let that stuff happen?
Our company's doing a bad job as far as that goes.
They are doing a bad job, but the whole thing is this, Zope, I swear to you, I talk about it often. You got a great show, man, and I think it's way better than Stern when he has it. So the whole thing is, I think they're going to get killed over there, and they're just spending all this money advertising. Who needs to buy that thing to hear Howard's show? And when he starts getting dirty, what's the big deal? You guys are the true pioneers of this, and you're doing a great job.
We admitted it, too. When we first started this, we went on and we were cursing and doing this and that, and then we'd go to the phones and people were like, well, so? What else you got, man?
No, you got stuff, man.
No, I'm just saying, in the beginning, though, that's what we thought it was about. We're like, oh, we can finally, say all the curse words and do this and that, and we realized fast, wow, man, if we do a show where we're just cursing and having strippers in here, we're screwed.
Yeah, you're sunk.
But the whole thing is, I just can't wait to see what happens when those guys are on with the stuff that you've been doing for a year and change. Somewhere, some legitimate magazine articles and newspaper articles got to come out and tell the truth. Where is it?
Yeah, I have no idea. We have to do a better job as a company getting the word out there. It's been frustrating. Howard was on one of these shows last night, The Daily Show, I guess, talking about how he wants to, weigh some dude's dump. That's his innovative radio he's going to do on satellite radio.
Here's a Bubba the Love Sponge's last statement. We're going to do the kind of radio we're used to doing, said Clem, remembering the days before the indecency crackdown when he had strippers collect toys for charity.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go buck wild, but if I got a girl in there and tell her to whip out her milk dispensers, I can't wait.
Yeah, see, I love how these guys talk. Their time went past them, and now they're gonna, blame it on the FCC and stuff. We just talked about this before you took your phone call, Weez.
Yeah.
We got a clip of Howie. Where is it? Where he says he's been doing subpar radio for 10 years, right?
Well, he sells it like it's the best.
Well, Anthony and I, in that same 10-year period, made our names in radio, following the same freaking rules.
Oh, I see. That's the whole deal, and it makes it a little bit harder. He should be proud that he had to follow rules.
Yeah, it made it tougher, but you gotta, adjust and reinvent yourself.
Listen, I don't want to bore you guys. I've been enjoying the hell out of the show, man. It's funnier every day than the next, and with legit information, and I sell it for you here in town, much to the chagrin of Infinity Broadcasting. I want to hate the Weeze's ass. But anyways...
Well, we're trying to get you out of there, sir.
Well, we're ready to pack up, brother.
I know you are.
But in the meantime, enjoy it, man. We got to get this stuff in print. If I got to call Marshall Fine at the Star Magazine, matter of fact, he's going to be on. When's he going to be on?
I'll be on Friday.
Friday he's going to be on. He's just the you know Marshall.
Yeah, sure.
But he writes the entertainment for Star Magazine, and maybe I can get the guy at least to do a legitimate story. But that son of a bitch was one of my best friends. Wrote the Howard Stern Playboy interview, however many years ago that was.
Okay.
And man, I held him to task for the bull crap. I almost said your word for the bull crap that was in there. And he said, "Look, they paid me wheeze. I had to do it."
Yeah.
I go, but man, let's see if he'll have the guts to write the truth of what's going on with the satellite. But who knows?
We're not worried about Howard. We know we have the better show now.
You don't have to worry. But
there was a time we were a little like, leery, whatever. But now we just know we do a much, much better show on a daily basis.
Yeah, but it's besides worrying, it's the fact that you got to read bullcrap news articles.
Oh, I know. It's frustrating.
They won't tell the truth, and the truth should be what's out there.
Right. How's your health, Weeze?
It's fair, bro. But I'm going to run. It's fair, and I love you guys, and I'll be listening this afternoon. I get to hear the show 2-3 times a day.
All right. One other thing. Tell Stan Main I have a little extra time. I can do some weekend shifts for him.
He's going to need it because I'm done.
But I'm not delivering Kano's pizza anymore.
Hey, by the way, we had a vigil for Uncle Raj 2 nights ago.
Oh, right on, man.
In single-degree weather, standing out with candles, telling stories.
Yeah.
You can tell me, Uncle Raj, real quick, for your listeners, was murdered. He was our 30-year jock here at our
overnight jock murdered, trying to collect some rent money.
Right. A good friend of Opie's, but he was murdered, and it's terrible.
2 years ago, right around now.
Right. Crappy ending of a rap. We'll be listening today, Hope. Love you. Oh, love you, Anthony.
Who is delivering Kano's pizza these days?
Kano.
Yeah, he should be.
Hey, I'll get you fired. I'll catch you later.
All right, Weeze.
All right, man. You'll never live that down.
Fuck no. Now I could curse again. I had to deliver a pizza for the Middays fucking radio bit. And he's still doing Middays in Rochester. Fucking ass.
I think you win.
Oh, man, and he would just be so smug about it. Ugh, giving me directions to the office park and make sure it arrived on time. Not that guy. That's my mentor. That's Brother Weeze. He does mornings in Rochester.
Think how Bubba's got to kiss Howard's ass. Like now it's all about kissing his ass.
That is pathetic. We never had to kiss Howard's ass, and I'm proud of that.
Well, have fun over there.
Let's go to Big Ass Member.
Morning, guys. We're prepping. We're getting ready for a big time on Friday. We have well over 200 pests all signed up and confirmed to come.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're reconfirming everyone as we speak. So.
Are you guys going to stop by the station on Friday too?
Absolutely. We have free T-shirts and free goodies and signs and banners for everyone.
So, we should get the word out there. Friday, if you want to join the pest, they're on a major mission on Friday. You got to show up outside the station, I guess.
Yeah, outside the station. They can either PM me on Whackbag or they can contact me on my MySpace, which is MySpace.com/bigassmember, and then I'll send out all the details. We just don't want to let all the details out to the public.
All right, I think we're gathering before 6 a.m. outside the station here, 111 West 57th Street, if you want to join the pests.
Yep, and I just want to give a thank you to a couple people who've been helping out big time on this.
Yeah.
Metro Printing, which is metroprintingusa.com. They're doing us a big favor by doing everything for cost. And Cage and NorthCal from Whackbag for doing all the design work. And the T-shirts and stuff everyone has done has been incredible.
All right, make us proud and don't get in any trouble.
No trouble. We will make you guys proud. See you guys later today.
All right, thanks. Bye. Yeah, the pest got a mission on Friday. They're going to be disturbing Howard's little farewell. By the way, that little secret we told yesterday, it made the paper today, even though Howard hasn't mentioned it yet, that he's having lunch with his listeners at the Hard Rock Cafe Friday.
Hey, bring the homeless. They're hungry.
And we got some info on the Howie Rally. Info that probably shouldn't be out there. The stage will be... this is for the pests.
Yeah.
We're taking this moment to stop the radio show to give a communique to the pests. So listen closely.
Intel.
The stage will be on 56th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues. Gates open at 6 a.m. 6 a.m., so you're going to have to get there early.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, gather outside the station before 6.
Right.
Howie addresses the crowd at 9:45 a.m.
Uh-huh.
This is all top secret stuff, by the way.
Yes, top secret intelligence.
Howie addresses the crowd at 9:45. Howie takes a bus to the Hard Rock from 56th Street. Open air bus.
Mm-hmm.
And there you have it, Pess.
There you go.
Communique.
Hoo.
All right, we're going to step aside, regroup, and continue with the Opie and Anthony program.
Something tells me it ain't going to look like the book signing.
No, not at all.
Or the movie premiere.
No, not at all.
Good luck to you. What you got there?
Where's this from?
Danny just came rushing.
A while ago.
Oh.
It was a huge clip. I'm trying to cut it down a little bit.
Yeah, listen to this.
Why don't they have an award for most jealous and give it to those two guys? Bubba Sponge and the other guy.
Too many candidates.
Moby the Sponge.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick. Well, the crowd started booing. Now,
they should just name themselves Howard Stern.
They
why
should.
Why do they come up with... And the only thing that they do on their own is give themselves a name, and it's always a bad name. It's always it's a Bubba the Love Sponge. You know, I don't want to be in an industry with a Bubba the Love Sponge. I go to an award show with a Bubba the Love Sponge.
You're a fucking fraud, Howard, and you know it.
Phony crock of
fucking
shit this guy is. If this shit doesn't prove it all just comes down to the cash with this son of a bitch these days. He's phoned it in for years. He did subpar radio for 10 years. You phoned it in for 10 years. This is your final hurrah, your $500 million paycheck, and that is all your priorities are these days. It's not entertaining your fans. It's not any rabid fans that are left out there. You are being shucked, my brothers. There is nothing going on there aside from an aging shock jock just trying to pocket the last few big bucks he can. Listen to that clip right there. It tells it. This clip... It's proof.
Why don't they have an award for most jealous and give it to those two guys? Bubba Sponge and the other guy.
Too many candidates.
Moby the Sponge.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick. Well, the crowd started booing. Now,
they should just name themselves Howard Stern. Why do they come up with... And the only thing that they do on their own is give themselves a name, and it's always a bad name. It's always it's a Bubba the Love Sponge. You know, I don't want to be in an industry with a Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bingo.
I don't want to go to an award show with a Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bingo. You're in an industry. You hired the fucking guy. You're now pals. What changed with Bubba between that clip and this news story that we just read about Bubba?
Now you
what
guys are
changed?
kissing each other's asses.
Absolutely nothing except for $500 million for Howie. That's all. Phony crock of shit.
All right. Before we go to break, Anthony, I forgot that we're doing an appearance today.
Oh, yeah.
A very rare appearance. We're going to be at J&R Music and Computer World, downtown, way downtown, 23 Park Row across from City Hall Park. We'll be there at 12:30.
12:30.
And we should have lots and lots of things to give away, okay?
Right.
J&R Music and Computer World. 23 Park Row across from City Hall Park at 12:30 today. All right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, man, what's this about? Hold on. Doug.
Hey, guys, what's going on? What a big-ass member didn't mention is if you go to yahoo.com and do a search for Howard Stern, the first link that comes up is a special event link.
Yeah.
Apparently, Yahoo is doing something with Howard on his last day.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a video or a live broadcast over Yahoo.
Okay.
Which would be a great opportunity for pests all around the country that don't get the Howard Stern show to listen in and give them a call that day.
All right. Very good.
So it looks like we got a stream set up for everybody so we can get in that way, too.
Are you guys going to have enough people on Friday?
I'm praying so. I'm getting a lot of people that are saying they're definitely going to be there, and they're even bringing friends.
All right, I don't want people to be confused. You don't have to be a pest to show up at this thing.
No, everybody needs to show up.
Everybody needs to show. That's right.
Free shirts and free lunch, guys. What more can you ask for?
Wonderful. I can't wait for the stories, Doug.
Fabulous, guys. Take it easy.
All right, thank you.
Is that what happened on Jon Stewart?
What?
Last night, The Daily Show?
What?
I guess Howard was talking about his bit about weighing someone's dump.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
And Jon Stewart just said, why don't you weigh him before the dump and then after the dump? You get the same results without having to weigh the guy's dump. I wonder what he did after that. I wonder what his face looked like after that. Well, this goes to 11.
Know who stood up for us? Dennis Leary last night on the Big Idea, whatever that show's called.
Oh, yeah?
Donnie Deutsch talking about Howard and Satellite Radio, and Dennis basically said, I listen to Opie and Anthony on XM Satellite Radio every day.
Nice.
He's got XM in his truck, and he listens to Opie and Anthony every day.
Yeah, Dennis is a good shit, man.
I don't want to be in the same room with Bubba the Love Sponge.
What changed, Howie?
I don't want to be in the same room with Bubba the Love Sponge.
Gee, I wonder what changed.
I don't want to be in the same room with Bubba the Love Sponge.
You don't? Well, you hired him. The scary talent Bubba the Love Sponge is now your go-to guy.
For $100 million a year, you'd do a show with your ex-wife.
I don't want to be in the same room with Bubba the Love Sponge.
Well, that's why I said a year.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Doesn't want to be in the same room. What a crock of shit.
All right, we're going to take a break here. What do you got, Nathaniel? Anything good?
Unrelated.
Unrelated? All right. We're going to move on. We got something to play going into break, something fun. We haven't done anything fun in this break.
How to get the intelligence out there for the pest.
I understand. That's cool.
Let's see. Okay.
What? David from Disturbed is here? All right, cool. We'll talk to him next. What's this? Oh, Merry fucking Christmas. And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. We love the wow. We love the wow. We love the wow.
They got us over a barrel, Patrice. There's nothing I can do about it. Got us over a barrel.
We got like 3 conversations going on right now.
Yes.
And I just dropped my Cheerios all over the floor.
He's eating Cheerios and...
He really makes me sick, and you brought a basket of death.
I got a basket of death and doom out there that I brought in that all of a sudden, I guess for the first, 2 hours we've been here, the thing was sitting where I left it, all still wrapped up in plastic. It's one of those giant baskets. What, you hit your head?
Yeah, I got to pick up all the Cheerios or the world's not right.
Every single one.
People are too scared to ask, too, because, it's like you got motherfuckers so, it's like Opie runs a tight ship, so.
Yeah.
I ask, I'm like, whose sandwich is this?
What is this?
There's a basket of sandwiches in this motherfucker. Who's eating them? And they open it up and it's chocolate-covered bread.
I run a tight ship until something goes wrong, like my Cheerios fall. I'm like, oh, Cheerios all over the floor.
I've got to find every single one of them.
The next thing you know, I forgot about the radio show. It's all about making sure all the Cheerios are back where they're supposed to be. If you want to fuck me up, just drop marbles, man. I'll be chasing marbles all morning.
Everything membered.
Fucking Jack Nicholson. What's that movie where you...
Oh, yeah.
85 new bars of soap.
I sound like a scary motherfucker and all that, but all you have to do is throw marbles at me. It's all over. That's my kryptonite. It's like, oh, boy, look at all the marbles I now got to pick up.
Yeah, brought that basket in, and it's full of chocolate goodness. There are gingerbread men in there and all kinds, and it's giant. So it sat there for 2 hours while people were just drooling, looking at it, wondering whose it was. So I walked out for the last break we did.
Yeah.
And someone asked, "Did you bring this in?" I said, "Yeah, I go, me and my chick picked it for 2 seconds yesterday, and she just went, 'Get this the fuck out of here.'"
I'm about to throw that shit out the fucking window.
And unless I want what we were talking about yesterday, an 800-pound girlfriend, that basket came with me this morning and sat out there. Patrice went at this thing. You know Jurassic Park, when the Jeep gets turned over and he's trying to get at the kids in the Jeep and he's pulling the tire off? That's how Patrice hit this basket.
Fuck.
And it's so good.
It has disguised healthy shit in it. It's like, it's pretzels, no salt pretzels.
Yeah.
Dipped in
chocolate. I know. There's like this cakey goodness in there and fudge things.
Oh, they're ripping it apart like a gazelle right now.
I know. The hyenas, look at the hyenas waiting.
Just ripping it apart.
The hyenas are waiting for the tigers to leave.
The damn gizzard is the only thing left in that thing.
All right, I had to run out of there.
Hey, let's get
out there.
He's been waiting a while, and he's been up all night. We got to get David in here from Disturbed. They just played the Nokia Theater last night and just rocked. Absolutely
hell of a show.
Rocked.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, David?
There he is. How you doing, man?
How are you?
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program. Have you slept yet?
A little bit.
A little?
Just a little?
You ever up this early or no?
Yeah, I'm actually up this early all the time.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not
Why?
a big sleeper.
Why?
Oh, you don't sleep in general?
I'll sleep when I die.
Yeah? Too much to do right about now.
How many hours a night you get?
2 to 5.
And you're all right with that?
have been for about 17 years.
God bless you.
I don't know how you do that. I need like 10, and I never get it.
I don't even remember the last time I got 10.
Really?
Nah.
He's a busy guy, though.
It's a rare night.
So the show went well last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, show went real well.
I know. I talked to Ben, our producer, who's, he is Mr. Rumor guy, Mr. Gossip guy.
He knows everything.
Yeah, and he was like, it was great. He was so pissed from the stage. A guy in the back wasn't doing anything, and he was lambasting him from the stage. It was fantastic. I guess some guy was...
There's always one guy, and particularly you come to New York City.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you think I'm getting up out of my seat? I am not getting up out of my seat, flipping me off and grabbing his crotch, and, I'm like, oh, that's great. You go ahead, make a spectacle of yourself. And so I singled him out.
It's the one guy that pisses you off, too, right? Because the rest of the crowd was probably just having a great time.
Well, there was this one little pocket that looked like it was like the tastemaker section.
Too cool for the room.
Yeah, and they won't stand up and get into the show and whatever. And it's just, I know some people think it's like pompousness or whatever, but my job as the front man is to get people involved, is to engage them. And if you're sitting down in your seat at a rock show, there's something wrong. If you're not into it, if you're not getting up, if you're not pounding your fists and showing me those devil horns and just going off, then we're not doing something. Either that or you're not digging what's going on.
Right.
So it's my job to kind of light him up a little bit. And the guy was all smiley. He was just happy that somebody was giving him attention.
Acknowledging him.
90% of these people do it just to be able to be noticed.
Yeah.
Hey, I was that guy. He singled out. Okay.
Like, why would you show up in the first place if you weren't enjoying the music?
Yeah, well, because maybe they have to, or maybe their girlfriend dragged them there, or maybe, who knows.
What's the mix of the audience? Guys and girls?
Yeah, it's a good mix, actually.
You get that?
Oh, we had this one girl
Here we go.
on top of the audience last night. The most beautiful set of breasts I've seen in a long time.
Wow.
And I've seen quite a few.
On top of the crowd. So
natural, real
Was she
breasts.
topless?
She, for a little bit.
For a little while, she was flashing them?
Oh, God.
I asked her
to show me again. And she did. Of course, she did. Beautiful. They were spectacular.
When they're on top of the crowd, you're just looking like, oh, here comes the slaughter. And hands are coming up, and they're getting
Actually, she was just
shit.
like, kind of on some guy's shoulders.
Oh, on the shoulders,
so
it wasn't riding the crowd.
It wasn't surfing. Otherwise, I'd feel really bad for her.
I've seen that happen at a lot of rock
pass
shows.
Girls around like bowling balls, giving them the shocker and just kind of passing them to the next guy.
Like she's been violated.
I try not to let them do that. If I see that kind of stuff going on, I say something about it.
But these women have to know. You can't do that at a rock show.
Some of them like
get a little drunk.
Some of them like it.
Some of them
sure.
like it. Some of them are just hammered.
Some of them like it.
Some of those summer outdoor shows, they're not wearing much to begin with. And
Yeah.
they're just getting violated.
You guys still get a good pit going in front?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's for the kids. That pit's for the kids. I don't remember the last time I got caught up, because I like seeing a band up close, especially when before we got into radio, I would just go to shows like a civilian. It wouldn't be in like some section that the radio station had sectioned off or anything, and I'd want to get as close as possible. And I think the last show I actually went to was it was Chili Peppers, STP.
Oh no, Smashing Pumpkins and Pearl Jam.
It was some ridiculous lineup, like before they all just went huge.
Yeah.
And I was right up front, and they start up, and I got caught in some shit that I swear I thought I was gonna die. I did not think I was getting out of this alive. It was at Roseland, and just trampled. So I watch now from above and go, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I used to be one of those guys in the pit. Oh, yeah, all the time.
Winding up,
loved it.
Throwing punches.
Now, the minute, they recognize, it's like I lose everything on my person.
Yeah.
They take it off.
You gotta rip everything off you. You're a fucking souvenir, man.
Can't do it anymore.
Yeah. We gotta say hi to a bunch of people here. Steven in Rockland. What's up, Steven?
Yo, I just want to say, man, Disturbed is like my favorite band to come out in the past probably 10 years. Since Metallica, I fucking love that band.
Thank
you guys are amazing, and I I just can't express. I mean, to anybody who's never heard you, they need to go and pick up every one of your albums.
Yeah. Thank you, Bill.
And I appreciate every piece of music that you put out.
Thank you very much, man.
Not
I feel so out of this conversation, too. I just don't
Nah, you
nothing.
are just out of it.
I just know
Patrice.
nothing. I apologize.
That's all
nothing
right.
about the story. Everybody's like, oh, Norton's like, you got to get an autograph. You got to, because Mama said
That's a
hi.
compliment right there, that Jim Norton, who doesn't like anybody, any bands that, unless they've been around for 25 years, he's like, and he loves you guys.
Cool.
I love it. The only problem I have is the speeding tickets.
Yeah.
'Cause, and I'm sure you hear it a lot. There is something about Disturbed that makes you drive really fast. And,
Yes.
and
One
you're
of those
singing,
bands.
you're trying to sing, and you're putting on an angry face, and you're fucking flying down the expressway.
It's music that's meant to, inspire.
I got the Disturbed.
Power.
Yeah.
I got
And,
I got Disturbed on my iPod, and when I'm not feeling it in the gym, I go right to Disturbed. The next thing you know, I'm pumping like
Soldiers
ridiculous amount.
always tell
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
people serving in the military always are telling me that they're playing our stuff before they go to battle.
You ever see some of the videos that are coming out of there? It's amazing the day and age we live in, where the soldiers over there are taking their camcorders, they're videotaping battles. Fucking battles, man.
Yeah.
And then they either ship them home or they're on their laptops when they get back. They're putting them to music and making music videos out of these battle sequences.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few using your music. And it's kind of twisted and sick. At the same time, it's some of the coolest shit you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't like any of the dead body stuff, and unfortunately that's part of the war. I just like the mechanized shit, the explosions. Unfortunately, there are people being blown
You
up.
sound like
But
Celine Dion now. None of the dead body stuff.
Yeah.
That
But,
murder thing, I'm not
it
digging
makes a great music video, I gotta tell you. It's very, very powerful stuff.
I like it too. Actually, I
Where-
watch the History Channel or.
Oh yeah,
whatever,
all the
and
time,
just,
right? I love it.
Check
Where
it
does it come from out of you? Because there seems to be like that, just
the anger. You mean
rage.
Yeah, you don't have to look far. I mean, just have your eyes open. It's not like.
Is it personal rage though, or is it just what you see around you?
It's a combination of things. I mean,
Yeah.
The music is always reflective, or rather, the lyric and what I'm writing about is always reflective of the vibe of the music. The music always comes first. So I'm simply basing it on what kind of energy and what kind of vibe the music is giving me, and how it makes me feel. So it's not like everything is specifically geared towards anger, but it's healthier that way.
Yeah.
I mean, you sing about, happy horse shit, and it's like, it's just not as fulfilling some of the time. I mean, music is meant to be therapeutic. It's meant to be able to get out your demons and express, your deepest emotional parts of yourself, and it's effective in that way. I mean, that's why it kind of, I'd much rather, get energized by a song than get depressed by one. Even if you're talking about subject matter that is heavy.
Yeah. Well, some of the songs you would think maybe your upbringing was a little off.
My upbringing was unique.
Yeah.
To say the least. I come from a Orthodox Jewish family, and kind of had my tour of 5 different high schools as a kid. And most of them were parochial boarding places where only a bunch of guys and big mansion on the lake with a bunch of rabbis in it, and have to wear specific dress code, no newspapers, no television, no going to movies, no fraternizing with the opposite sex, praying 3 times a day.
That's
No wonder you're angry.
How you come out of that?
Yeah.
No wonder
That's
you're
the
angry.
curly Q.
Yeah.
Curly Jews.
Did you have those for a while?
Yeah, that's the technical term for it, Patrice.
I never
Thank
had.
you. Curly Q.
I never had.
We call them curly fries here. What's wrong with you?
They're called payas.
Yes,
Payas.
right.
And I've never had ones that big, but I used to leave them unshaven back in the day. We're talking like when I was 12 years old or something.
What happened? Did you have some kind of awakening where you were like, this isn't quite where I want to...
studied Judeo-Christian theology for 17 years, and I just never found the elements within to be perfectly honest with you, any aspect of organized religion that just did anything for me significant enough to make me have any sort of awakening. I'm spiritual. I believe that there is a God or a power or whatever you want to call it, Mother Nature. It doesn't matter what you attribute to it, but it's not a business. And no people have no business making it a business. If I had my way, there would be no organized religion. Religion shouldn't be organized.
Yeah, somehow someone figured out how to parlay someone's hope and faith into a money-making venture.
Yeah.
I don't know when that happened or how, but
I'll never forget the first time I walked into the Vatican and just seeing this tremendous, just example of just capitalism in religion. All this gold, all this money, everything that's so showy. I was like, God, does God need this? What is this for? How does this help me in my life?
Yeah, where it should be a humble place.
Melt it down, take the money, give it to the hungry, give it to the poor, do something good with it. The single largest landowning organization in the entire world.
Yeah.
Catholic Church. And they're not, there's a song on the record called Deify, and it's about making a god out of a human being. It's about attributing godlike qualities to somebody who's just normal like you and me, and the dangers of that. And people just need to be so careful. I mean, I'm not knocking anybody's faith. I'm not knocking anybody's beliefs, but, that evangelistic kind of stuff that goes on where, people go ahead and donate their entire houses and their family, life savings and stuff to, save their soul is just really sad. It's a great selling tactic that somebody actually came up with. That whole idea of, do X, Y, and Z and your soul's saved, you're redeemed.
Yeah. I think a lot of artists don't. You find that with artists. Every artist, even a lot of comics and musicians, they believe in that. That's what that you believe in something because you don't want to be, in case there's a god, a dude, a white guy with a beard, you don't want to be like, fuck that. I'm like, hey, I don't believe in shit, but you believe because it is. It's like you just believe because it is a belief. It's something bigger, but you don't want to go. Like, why am I putting this money in this little pot to give to God? Am I giving this shit to God? Or
and the rules that are written out, and it was all just people writing the rules, and I'm sure.
Yeah, St. Paul was a really good, inventive writer. He came up with that whole New Testament idea.
So, David, can I go to your shows?
Religion?
You're David, right? Yeah. Am I safe at your shows? Let's be honest.
Are you safe?
I mean, if I go there, is it
what
a lot
are you worried
of...
about?
Listen, let's be honest.
Be honest.
Not me. I know I'm a big motherfucker.
Safer than going to the Source Awards.
But I'm saying, I know it sounds like they have a lot, but I'm saying, is it,
Come out with it.
Yeah, is it like is it like those marsh pit? Yeah,
is it white boy music?
Shows and be safe? Are you trying to say? Me feel like I'm the fucker.
Are you trying to say?
Can I go there and I'm like,
Disturbs more than white boy music.
I'm not trivializing his fucking music. I'm just saying.
You'd actually be really surprised seeing the range of people that actually come to the show.
These guys say some shit, man.
It's a pretty broad range of people. I mean, it's all walks of life, all colors of skin, all ages. I mean, we get all kinds of people coming into the shows. That's the beautiful thing about a rock show. It's not denominational on any level, at least not ours. You come in, you're accepted for who you are. The whole idea is this is the gathering of the freaks. This is the gathering of everybody in life who has to worry about everyone else's eyes on them every moment of their life. You come into the one room, you're next to everybody, you feel everybody's heat, you feel everybody's sweat. You join in this gigantic spectacle of just expelling power. And it's intoxicating. That's what any good show should be for, but particularly ours. I mean, and you don't have to be in the pit.
Well, can I start off in the press box just to take a look? Take a look up above. Can I peek down there?
All right, maybe I'll go in that section. You're going to see some energy down below. These guys beat the crap out of each other in the pit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say it's race, but there's just because from what I'm hearing, it's like you're saying, it makes people drive fast. It's like there's some energy release.
Yeah.
And anytime I see that kind of music, energy release, it has something to do with like. What is it? Rohona, or Rwana, whatever those groups where it's like when you see white boys in energy, it's just like I shouldn't be.
It's a totally different type of happen.
It's just like it's our music.
It might turn on to you.
I can say nigga, like black people can say what's up nigga, and white people, what's up nigga, it's like it's like can I go out there and go death to the law, and they're like, is this nigga doing a? Is this a nigga doing a devil horn?
You'll be laughed at, but no one will hurt you.
You wouldn't be the first one, bro.
There's some nigga devil horns going on.
Oh yeah, plenty,
man.
Plenty.
This nigga's doing devil horns.
You gotta get into it.
In fact, I would say without any shadow of a doubt that at every single performance there are some.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Really?
Everyone. I'm not exaggerating
David,
on any level.
I got to ask you about Land of Confusion.
Sure.
I read all the trades and stuff. I'm like, wow, Disturbed's doing Land of Confusion. I'm like, what?
And that's a huge song at the shows.
Can I listen to a little bit of that? Y'all keep saying
hold on, because I want to, finish this thought. And then I heard it. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, but how do you go from we're going to cover a Genesis song and then turn it into something?
Well,
you know what I mean? It seems like that could have fell on your face with that one.
Yeah. Well,
because you kind of had a little as poppy as Genesis got.
You know what it was? The cover of Shout kind of probably gave you a little more leeway with.
Yeah, but we didn't do anything with it. We didn't have any intentions of doing anything with it. With Shout, it was more one of those things that we did when we were still just a little baby club band, and we needed to sometimes fill up.
Filler.
Yeah, we needed 3 hours of material. We didn't have enough original material, so instead of just playing, your typical Sabbath and Maiden and whatever else, we'd throw in there. We'd go left to center some of the time, and we would want to take something that was nothing like us, and make it our own.
No disrespect. Again, I'm just trying to learn this thing. And so, Shout. Which Shout is it?
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears.
Shout. Let it all.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge song in the '80s.
And Land of Confusion.
That's Genesis.
You gotta play just a drop of that.
That's Genesis when they were really getting.
What's the melody of it?
Do we have the original?
Another video with the Ronald Reagan puppet.
Yeah, but now the song is not.
Margaret Thatcher puppet.
Oh, so you did a remake of the This is the word. That's okay. And then, but your remake is to another.
It's a little different.
It's just a little.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we play just a little piece of that?
Stop trying to make me a dick. I'm trying to I don't know at all, so I'm trying to learn.
All right, here's the original. Just
a
little piece of the original. Genesis, Land of Confusion. You know this song.
How many times did you have to listen to the original?
Too many.
So what was the inspiration from this that made you go, I like to remake this?
Danny, my guitar player, was watching, some old school video stuff one day, and the video with all the puppets came on with Reagan about to push the button thinking he's calling for room service.
Yeah.
So he, called me and we talked about it, and at first I was actually really adverse to it because I don't like Phil Collins at all, so with all due respect, I know we're doing a song, but I'm just not into the vibe and
the vibe.
Well, and I've just heard things about the guy, and I just didn't want to have anything to do with it at first. And then I started thinking, well, listen to the lyrics. It's very poignant for today's times. It fits. The whole theme of their video makes sense with today's cast of characters, too. And, the more we started working on it musically, I started coming up with ideas for how I'd approach things vocally. That little keyboard line that you hear in there lends itself very easily to a guitar riff. And
is he getting paid? Phil?
Publishing-wise, yeah, he will be.
From this song?
Well, just for being on the record, there will be a mechanical royalty thing.
Have you heard anything from any of the guys in
I don't care. Doesn't matter. I mean, if they like it, great. If they don't, also great. It makes no difference.
You want to hear what...
Yeah, let me hear it.
All right, you want to hear what they did with that?
Definitely.
All right, listen to this, man.
because I thought it was going to be that growling shit, but it's smooth. It's kind of, I don't want to
kind
get
of cool
into
that you've never heard Disturbed, so you're getting like a fresh opinion.
I don't want to get into a fight with Dave, but he sounds like an edgy Phil Collins. I ain't bullshitting. No, it's just it's a Phil Collins-y. It's not deep. It's just rocky. Phil Collins. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Phil Collins on steroids.
Yeah. And the lyrics, goddamn, I didn't even realize. It so makes sense as far as today goes.
Yeah. Is that the closing bit? Or that's the opener? Is that the what's that? The
in
big
the show, you mean?
In
or
the show,
in the show, it's somewhere in the middle.
Oh, really? Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I like the guitar in that one, man.
Yeah.
That just
That's a good
sounds
song, man. I like that.
amazing.
All right.
God damn.
A lot of people want in here. Let's say hi to Paul in Texas. Paul, what's up?
Oh, David, how you doing, man? I'm so glad to hear you on the radio again.
Good to be here.
Hey, listen, man, a couple things I'm going to hit on real quick, and I'm going to shut up.
Sure.
I'm so glad you guys came out with a new album. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Thank you, brother.
That track 12 on Believe, you need to let them hear that Patrice hear that, because he don't have shit, because you have got a beautiful voice.
Thank you, brother.
Down. That is,
Thank you. You're talking about Darkness, yeah?
Amen, brother. That is my favorite song.
Thank you, brother.
You guys got a good voice, man. Really nice.
Yeah, there's a couple of different styles your voice has. There definitely. There's one song. Goddamn, I can't remember. Off of the first album, or at least the one before the last one. Was that your first album?
The Sickness,
yeah. Mm-hmm. It almost had like an 80s sound to it, and your voice, your style of singing in that one is a lot cleaner. Yeah.
I think of which one.
I know, me and my
probably
great memory.
Probably Numb.
Let's go to.
Yeah, I think it was. Okay.
Let's go to Brother Joe. Brother Joe.
Hey, gentlemen, what's going on?
Hey, man.
What's up, Brother Joe?
You know what, man? I don't know. I wanted to ask David, were you actually going for a Phil Collins sounding vocal on that? Because, I mean, with all due respect, I mean, you know.
There you go. Thanks, dude. Oh, shit.
You guys are fantastic. You guys are unbelievable, man. I mean, I dig the band, but the whole not digging Phil Collins thing, your voice has very similar qualities to Collins on that one cut.
Yeah, well.
I'm in the studio. You got to do the hands back. I'm not being offensive, kind of. No
punch me. Here's
no
the thing.
offense. I thought it was gonna be learned off. But it's smooth. Man.
I don't sing that way on
he really doesn't.
any of the songs.
All right.
We're not Cookie Monster metal.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Cookie Monster.
But
no, I'm saying before I heard, and that's my prejudging of what sound I was gonna hear, as opposed to the sound I heard, which is I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, an amazing version.
Here's the thing with it is that his range is just very easy for me to hit, and tonally. He doesn't have a bad voice. I never was saying that he was, but hopefully I sound a little bit more like a man.
Yeah, you sound like edgy, just like Phil Collins that lived. You know what I mean?
Like Phil Collins' voice on steroids.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
it definitely had Collins' attributes.
Hey, Brother Joe. On a side note. You got to call back maybe tomorrow because I finally saw a Tribute.
Yeah.
Brother Joe turned us on to this movie Tribute, David, a whole documentary on tribute bands.
The one with the Kiss guy that threw himself through his living room window?
Yeah, the Kiss guy got so into the Gene Simmons character that it fucked up his whole life, and he was starting to believe he was really Gene Simmons, so he lit his whole house on fire. The fire department said this wasn't an accident. It looks like this guy lit a fire in every room in his house, and then he crashed through the front window.
Are you guys tribute band? Tribute band level
there are Disturbed tribute bands out there. Right?
There's I don't even know how many.
I'm really apologizing.
Have you seen any?
I'm sorry, man.
Have I seen? I've seen a couple.
You have?
There will be.
Like live?
There's actually tribute CDs.
Yeah, the tribute thing is blowing up.
We even actually have an orchestral tribute to the band too, like the string tribute to Disturbed.
Have you ever seen gone into a club where one of them was playing and stood there and watched and freaked the guys out?
Yeah, Yeah, one time in Boston. One
Yeah?
time in Boston.
Did they just lose their minds?
They kind of got really nervous. Yeah. That's okay.
That's cool.
But Brother Joe, we'll talk about Tribute a little more tomorrow because there were so many great things in this documentary.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments that would make for good radio on that thing. I'll give you guys a call tomorrow.
All right.
This is a very inspirational wall you guys have here.
Yeah, the wall o' chicks.
God, that was when Christina was so hot.
Yep. Well, we got Christina hot, and then even
guess which
Brittany
one
hot.
isn't like the others?
It's kind of hard to separate them.
No,
blondes are blondes.
Well, you better look at that wall a little.
Oh, what's her name? Lohan?
No, look a little closer. There's one picture
one
that doesn't
down
really
there
belong on the wall.
That is put there as a trick.
We got a wall of...
This one here.
Which one?
Right there.
One with the...
With the penis?
Yeah.
The dick.
That's a little frightening,
That's
dude.
for Jim Norton.
That's a little frightening.
Yeah, our little buddy Jimmy Norton.
Let me tell you, there's nothing in the world worse than false advertising, man.
Absolutely.
I would probably lose my damn mind if I was ever caught in a situation like that. Ever.
Never.
I once, spoofed some buddies of mine who were like, we were up in a club in Chicago, a place called Crowbar, and he was just like all over these two trannies that I knew were trannies. And
yeah.
I kind of let him go for a while. And he's like making out with two of them at the same time, feeling like, king of the world or whatever. And about, but I couldn't let him go home with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's a joke.
I am
until you get home. And
yeah.
like, all of a sudden, they whip out the kibbles and bits, and
that is really good.
The repercussions. Of that.
So many people asking. You probably get this all the time too. Dropping plates on your ass.
Yeah,
people want to know.
Well, you probably know the term. I mean, dropping plates is actually something that is a hip hop industry term. When you're saying that you're making hit records, you say that you're dropping plates.
Yeah.
So it's I didn't invent it,
right?
But I liked how it fit,
Yeah.
So you just say, hey, we're making records, we're doing it, we're dropping plates on your ass, bitch.
Anthony, let me ask you, right? Is it like the fact that I've never heard of Disturbed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What on the level of like a white guy not hearing of a hip hop artist? How high is that? Like, is that like if somebody says, Jay-Z, and the guy goes, no? Is it at that level?
No.
I would say in hip hop. Yeah, Jay-Z probably. Yeah.
Right, if I go, hey, you know Jay-Z, and somebody goes, nah. Is that how fucking stupid I sound going? I never heard of Disturbed?
We're the biggest underground band in the world. And it's like we've sold about 7+ million worldwide.
Are you just starting to get the
selling out stadiums all over the place?
Oh no. We do when we do our own big headlining tour. It's typically like hockey arena kind of size places. If you kind of get
like the Madison Square, the theater at Madison Square Garden, or bigger than that.
That sounds about right.
Are you getting the people though starting to motherfucking sell out, man?
Oh, whenever you go beyond the point of being somebody's own little treasure,
right?
It changes.
They get pissed.
It's kind of like you lending out your ex-girlfriend. She was mine originally. Now, everybody gets to partake. It just pisses people off.
We got a lot of questions coming in. Nate in Brooklyn. Nate.
Hey, good morning, guys. I've been waiting to hear David Draymond on your show for so long. David, I'm a huge fan, but one of my best friends swears he went to yeshiva in Neve with you. Is that true?
It's probably true. In Israel.
Yeah, he's in Telzone.
What's his name?
Leib Lippman.
It sounds familiar,
Yeah, he was one of my best. He swears, and he said he knew you were going to be huge way back when you guys, it was like 92 or 93 or something like that.
Oh, how could he know? I wasn't even doing anything
he
then.
Said, no, he was a drummer, and he said you and a couple of other guys, you had a band together. He said,
okay.
I formed a band with him.
In Israel?
Yeah, this was in a yeshiva in Israel.
Yeah, when I was 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. You guys rock, man.
Thanks,
all right, Nate.
Take care.
How great is that?
Fucking guy, he could have easily been Rod Stewart if he just took a wrong turn and shit. Fuck, he turned right into like rock, man. It's like this guy really got a great voice, man. Really good voice, man.
That's Dick Cheese.
Yeah.
That's a guy named Richard
Isn't that
Cheese.
nice?
That's covering not you.
No,
it's covering one of his songs.
Oh, it's a guy covering one. I
this
thought
guy,
that was them fucking doing the fucking shit.
Fuck no, dude.
This guy
crap.
does covers of all kinds of rock
bands. For me, nigga, I'm trying to learn about the goddamn goddamn shit.
The dude is laughing at you now, like, man, you don't know shit.
I'm trying to figure out why this extreme
Not
fighter.
you, David.
This dude.
There's an extreme fighter in the studio. Just
This dude looks
making sure everything goes okay here.
He has the I'm not coming to his concert mustache. Once a motherfucker has the Fu Man, when white boys get the Fu Manchu and shave the beard in the middle,
they got a little something behind that that you don't want to know about. Security.
And he's with David, right?
Oh, he's making sure everything's okay.
And he's right behind me, motherfucker. I'm an entertainer too. I'm not trying to rob Dave. I'm just going.
You don't know shit.
You don't know me. Choke him. Oh shit.
You never heard Down with the Sickness?
No!
Oh, my God. Now we got to give you a piece of Down with the Sickness? We got to teach you all about Disturbed today?
Yeah, this is a
He's getting an education.
All right, as we get that song queued up or whatever, let's say hi to Wendy. Wendy!
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, David. I
Hi,
just wanted
Wendy.
to let you know, first of all, that you have a sexy voice.
Thank you.
And I saw you 3 years ago at Ozfest in Pittsburgh. I have a question.
Sure.
I ran into a roadie named Randy. Zephyr, I think is his last name. Do you know him?
No, I can't place the name.
Big,
Go ahead.
fat, ugly, sweaty guy.
Yeah, that's one of many, darling.
Yeah.
It's a roadie.
Well, my friend, well, she wasn't my friend, flew him to get backstage to see you. Now, I wouldn't...
You never hear that.
Happened before.
Yeah, I would not do that. I mean, he was just so gross. I couldn't. I wanted to see you and all, but I couldn't do it. And my friend got to meet you, and
Life
it really
of a fucking
sucked.
rock star, huh?
Yeah,
And the
I
road
know.
crew.
I know, and you probably don't even remember her now.
Are you sure she actually met me? Because
Yeah, she
typically I don't...
Actually, she said she had her picture taken with you.
Okay, well, that sounds right.
Her name was Paula. She had all these little braids in
So
her
that shit
hair.
really happens where you got to blow the roadies and stuff.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah, the
he-
roadies are getting the action.
Oh, yeah, he's disgusting.
Listen to Miss.
Well, it all depends on what kind of action you're looking for. You know, I mean,
And how did they-
how long ago are we talking about here?
3 years.
3 years ago?
And how did the conversation go down?
How did the conversation go down?
Yeah.
Well, that I'm not sure because it's so loud I couldn't really hear.
I'll suck your dick to me, Dave.
Yeah,
That's
was
pretty
the
much
beginning
the
of the
conversation.
Ah,
Hi, big fat sweaty guy. I'll suck your dick to me, Dave. Thanks.
And where did the dick sucking take place?
I don't know. I didn't want to watch.
She fucking knows. You hear me?
You know everything.
I don't know.
It wasn't your friend. It was you.
Yeah, your
That
friend.
sweaty mouth, big
Do you
breath.
remember my friend?
It's always a friend.
My
Took a
friend me.
picture. She took a picture with you.
It's all good, sweetie.
If it was me, you'd remember me, baby.
All right. Well, you got a question for David besides that, or?
Oh, no, I just wanted to see if he knew this Randy guy because this
All right.
dude called me and he said he was friends with you and all that.
Of
And
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, if I had
figured
$1 for every guy that's gotten laid,
Yeah.
Exactly.
unreal.
You want to hear a little bit of Down with the
Yeah,
Sickness,
I do,
the real
I do,
version?
I do.
All right, hit that.
It's
Yeah.
like people go, that's a great little rap song, you know. Wow, I like that, but never go, who is that? They just go, I like that.
I like
and
that.
I just, I like that. Don't give a fuck who did it. Some white guy somewhere. It's Disturbed. Now I know.
Now you fucking know. Pass
Good
it
one.
on.
Good one. Good group. Whoever.
Tell the brothers in the community.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tracy in Jersey. Tracy,
Hey, good morning, guys.
good morning.
Hey, David, I love you. You are phenomenal. I love the band. I just had to tell you, don't be too hard on that Shout cover that you did. You guys are like downplaying it. You just did it at Source of the Pub. And our house, that started Disturbed. I've got a 4-year-old who's been rocking out to that, and he just loves it.
Cool.
A 4-year-old son.
Nothing wrong with that.
He's turned 6 now, and he heard the Tears for Fears version of it the other day, and he just didn't like it. So
Started crying.
what's this? It's not hard enough.
Good, good.
All right.
Great.
Thank
so
you.
much.
All right, let's go to Louisiana. Paul, what's up?
Hey, David, you did a deal on the Playboy channel about 2 years ago. I watched. You were taking pictures of one of the Playmates, right?
Yeah.
And you were saying something to her that they would not say, but she kept going, I wish you'd stop. He's making me blush. What the hell were you saying?
You want to know what I was saying?
You had that girl red as an apple.
Yeah,
They would not say it.
I can do that sometimes. I was just trying.
I wouldn't know.
I was just trying to inspire her to get a little sexier with me, bro. I went up to her. I started whispering in her ear. I said, "Pretend there's no one else in the room. Pretend it's you and me, and pretend it's about 3 drinks in, and just relax and pretend like you're doing this for me. Forget everybody else in the room. You're doing this for me, and you're building me up to the point where we're going to finish this." And I was just talking about that kind of stuff, and she was all about it. And it's very unfortunate that her kind of boyfriend was hovering over the whole situation.
Ah, shit. You're not married?
Oh no.
Smart man. Oh no.
Look at that, right?
Smart man.
Right?
Smart fucking man.
What do you think of the rock stars that get married?
God bless them. I mean,
fuck that.
Well, three of the guys in my band are, either ready or on the way.
Are potentially ready to give away half of what you've made as a band.
It's not about that.
Why be a rock star?
You get to a certain place in your life,
crying on the bus,
and where all of the backstage craziness and whatever, it does get old after a while. I mean, I'm nowhere near the kind of dog that I used to be when. First Ozfest, when the record first came out, things blew up, and you're kind of like a kid in a candy store. I mean, we used to have contests, me and guys, how many girls we could bang in a day. And it would be me and two other guys on Ozfest just neck and neck. And I think the most I ever did in one day was 6. And it's just
right.
And that was when you were just trying to do numbers, but that kind of passed relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And these days, and I was always safe. I don't want to die doing this.
Everybody has to have an age disclaimer these days. Condoms on now.
Hey,
I'm not sick.
You know something? You'd be surprised how many girls are willing to just
go raw.
Boom, and it's so wrong.
They hate rubbers worse than we do.
Yeah, but something? I hate VD worse than they do, so it's all right. But
I'm not done fucking until my fuck career is not done until I can continuously fuck mixed girls, half Asian, half Hawaiian bitches. When I can get those bitches to just fuck me, what are you, baby? I'm Mongolian and fucking Russian. Good. And I can fuck them, then my fuck career, my fuck thing is over. That's when I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to concentrate on my career.
Yeah. You get to a certain point, though, where you're more discerning.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very picky.
You had them all, right?
I've had my share.
Enough.
Half Mongolian, half.
I like different ethnicities. I like.
And you don't have to use the sheet when you have sex.
Oh no.
The sheet. Man, we all saw Curb Your Enthusiasm. I had no idea that was going on until I watched Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't actually.
The sheet through the sex through the sheet with one hole.
There's one or two ultra crazy Orthodox sects of Hasidic Jewry living in Israel. There's a group called the Satmar Hasidim. And there are some of them that will utilize that method because it's still a matter of just trying to be demure and humble and just not throw everything out there. But the whole point of sex is to be able to get turned on. The whole point of sex is to see your wife or your significant other's body and let that be inspirational to you. Otherwise, how do you keep things going? I wouldn't be any good fucking a sheet. It's
the sheet. That is one of those things that it's stayed in urban legend.
It's just legend.
Yeah.
Literally. Believe me, I've got 200 some odd relatives still living in Israel. A lot of them are Hasidic. A lot of them are very religious. None of them.
No sheet.
No.
You drive through Brooklyn.
It's not like I ask all of them, hey, you've been fucking through the sheet lately? But, it's...
You drive through Brooklyn with a friend, and they'll be, hey, you see that fucking guy? He's got to fuck her through a sheet. It's always got someone's always got a fucking story,
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mike, what's up?
Hey, I want to ask Dave, back in the music Music as a Weapon?
Sure.
He got on stage at Asbury, and some dude got messed up in the pit, and he actually stopped the show. Were you actually going to stop it? Because I was yelling and screaming down, you ain't got a hair in your ass to stop this show with all these people.
Oh, yeah. I'll stop it at a moment's notice. I'll stop it for any reason that's valid. The last thing you want to see is somebody get hurt. But I'll stop the show for... somebody being insolent. I'll stop the show if they're being too gropey with the girls on top of the crowd. There's certain times when you need to pull people in check, and this music has a tendency to, like I said, to let the animal out of people.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful sometimes and pull back on the reins.
Right on.
And the second question was, did you choose Starland for the tour?
Personally, no. We We went ahead and when we did this whole Jägermeister run, part of what we set up is we wanted to make sure that instead of going into big rooms all over the country and doing one night, that we do multiple nights in small venues. So Starland was actually a venue that I dug from the last time that we played there about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I was certainly into it, but I personally don't choose the venues. I kind of leave that to the agents.
Sonny Forelli from Boston, a faithful listener of the show, asked Dave about the reporter that called him a white supremacist. Did that go down?
A Jewish white supremacist?
Isn't that
this
funny?
Is delicious.
Yeah.
I want to hear this one.
I love it. No, not what she said was that I was part of the show. I have people put their fists in the air.
Okay.
It's part of the concert experience, and they're thinking fists in the air is some sort of Nazi rally sign.
Some guy had carpal tunnel syndrome but couldn't close his fist. He just did one of these like, all right.
Fucking Nuremberg,
Bunch of nonsense.
Unbelievable.
I've gotten into more fights in my lifetime, physical fights, with neo-Nazis probably than anybody else on the planet.
Really?
I in my youth, that's all I did. And Chicago used to have a bunch of them. I don't know if you remember back in the days, in the late 70s, there was that march in Skokie, Illinois, of the white supremacists. There used to be a lot of them. And I used to wear the skull cap and the whole 9 yards. It was very, I had no problem showing my Jewish heritage.
Right. That's fucking great.
And I remember one time going to, little kid, just going to the arcade. Got my allowance, was going to go play some video games.
Have a little fun.
And, these two, neo-Nazi skinheads, they scope me out. I'm on my way out of the arcade, and they're like, hey, Jew boy, you look like you got a lot of money there. And, one guy comes behind me, grabs me by my arms, and, the other guy starts to, trying to get the wallet out of my pocket after he, gave me a nice little fist to the face. So I ducked down, lifted my heel into the guy behind me's balls, went to my bicycle, pulled off my bicycle chain, and proceeded to whip the living shit out of these guys until there was blood all over me.
That's the anger, baby. There
blood
it is.
all over the floor.
That is the fucking anger right there.
I go home, I race home on the bike. I come home, I got blood all over me. My mother's like, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" I'm like, "It's not my blood." Don't worry.
That's great.
There's nothing that chaps my ass more than these ignorant, hateful bastards that have no reason to exist on this planet. I think every time that there's a Nazi demonstration or a march, that there should be a little bit of napalm dropped on the area. They don't deserve to live.
Is that when you listen to a song?
You want to talk about a final solution?
But without them, we don't have Disturbed. Those two dudes made you the fucking anger we have today.
I would never give them that credit.
Yeah,
never.
There's plenty of things to be angry about.
KKK made me funny.
Who are you directing a song like Enemy? Who is that? Is that
Enemy
more...
is a song about. It's the name of the song is actually Conflict, but Enemy is repeated a million times in the song. So, but the song is about war. People who look for an excuse to go to war. People who are always trying to find a reason, making everybody out to be an enemy. Finding one within yourself, that you are actually the real catalyst for it, because you're just looking for another person to fight.
Right. Yeah, that's another great song. If I may kiss your ass again.
Thank you.
So obviously you voted for Bush.
No. Oh, that poor stupid man. We have an illiterate.
It's unbelievable.
Unable to speak, warmongering, deal-making, terrorist harboring.
You must got a few songs on him, right?
Deify. That song I spoke about earlier starts out with an excerpt from Bush's 9/11 speech. It's exactly, case in point. You idolize somebody, you make a god out of them, you attribute to them supernatural powers. After 9/11, everybody wanted Bush to come and save us and protect us and keep us safe, and we were willing to waive our rights and waive our freedoms and do anything that's necessary to do that. And it continues to shock me every day of my existence, the tremendous just bit of forgery and how he's worked over the American people.
The saddest
to
thing
buy into all of this
isn't
shit.
The people that were bamboozled. at the beginning because I was one of those people. I was bamboozled. I looked, I listened to the speeches, I watched the UN presentation, I did all that. The sad part is the people that still, after shit comes out and you absorb it from different things, the internet, newspapers, the news, just what you're reading, what you see on TV, any information you can get, and you use your own mind to kind of fill in the blanks, and you're still walking around toting the company line and just...
It's called denial.
Yeah. It goes beyond denial, though. It's like, at least denial, there's somewhere in the back of your head that you're going, I know this is bullshit, but I just got to, this is what the truth is. There are people that just completely still believe all the shit and will never waver.
Yeah, well, there are people who believe in war in general. People who just love war, who love looking for a reason, who love feeling like the tough kid on the block.
There's a line there, though, because there are instances where war is necessary. And there are people that believe that you should never, ever go to war.
War is the last resort. War is not something that you use to facilitate things.
Right.
And, the reasons just kept changing.
The reason for the war cannot keep changing.
First, we're going to go ahead and find, every single aspect of Al-Qaeda on the planet.
Yeah.
Then, that changes to, while we're there, I think something's going on with Saddam Hussein. Let's go ahead and see about...
A lot of weapons.
Yeah. Then,
I will look for
those. Then
it
goes to liberating Iraq, which was not, as far as I knew, under occupation to be liberated.
Wow.
Then, and then we're going to go ahead and make sure that they have a democratic society, mind you, which has not existed in an Arabic culture in 3,000 years. Okay, but we're going to go
pull
ahead.
It off this time.
Of course. Be quiet. It's just
we're due, people. We're due.
It's supremacism. It's us pretending that our way of life is better than theirs, which have existed for centuries, and going in and saying maybe they don't want our way of life. Maybe they're happy the way they are. Maybe they're happy with having a Islamic fundamentalist leader that's somebody that their masses can actually believe in, as opposed to elections and so on and so forth. They don't necessarily want all
that's fine as long as they leave us the fuck alone.
That's the operative point of it.
Because if you put a religious fundamentalist in, odds are they're going to rally their people based on a hatred.
Saddam wasn't a fundamentalist, though, wasn't
No. Saddam wasn't fucking
Saddam was probably the lesser of two evils, to be perfectly honest.
The guy, I don't remember him ever doing anything that really put a direct threat to the United States of America. Kuwait, fine, he's threatening his neighbors a little,
the only threat there ever was to Israel.
People.
The only threat there ever was to Israel, and it's sad that they're in the middle of this whole thing, because it's always a matter of, it always comes back to, we're going to push the Jews into the sea. We're going to
great choice of real estate, by the way, over there, Israel.
Hey, let me tell you, us Jews, we know where to buy.
Now, do you think Bush?
Hell was wrong with Peru?
You think like Bush hears a song that like deify, and it's like he's like fuck the stir.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here.
Nothing would make me more proud.
Reaches his ears like
pop that in the presidential limo. Listen to that. Hate that guy.
Fuck him.
Let's go to
I don't
Bob.
think he's ever heard of it.
Bob the trucker. Bob.
How you doing, guys?
Pretty good, Bob.
This is one of the most intelligent rockers I've ever heard.
Thank
I've
you.
only heard the snippets of Land of Confusion on your program, but
yeah, we come out of breaks with Land of Confusion stuff.
Discover a whole new band I can like.
Nah, you got to buy the whole collection, man. You'll love the music.
I'm going to go find it.
Absolutely.
And I want to tell Patrice that he's filling in for me. I don't know Disturbed very well, so he shouldn't feel embarrassed. He's helping me discover this band too.
All right, right on, Bob.
See how I bring everybody together?
All right, cool. All right. Well, we should,
great, man.
We should let you go, Dave.
All right, brother.
We got a couple things. We got a pair of tickets to the show tonight, the Jägermeister Disturbed COC show at the Nokia Theater in Times Square. We'll give a pair of tickets to someone that's in the area on the phone lines, okay? And what Disturbed song you want us to play today? Anything?
Why don't you play the new one that's coming out, Just Stop?
Just Stop?
That's the new single.
Number 2, right?
This one's dedicated to Lizard Man.
What's this song about?
Lizard Man out there.
Yeah, it's about those people in life that are always looking for a reason to criticize, always looking for something to pick on with you.
Ooh. Shit.
Wow. Patrice O'Neill.
To me. It's dedicated to me.
Jimmy, all you comic fucking insecure bastard.
Fucking hack comedian.
The new CD is 10,000 Fit.
Chick blowjob story.
When does Entourage come back to HBO? Anyone know? January? Hopefully. Love that show.
So hard to keep track of all the different shows between Showtime and HBO and reruns and when the new ones come on, and there's so many different shows to watch.
You do the Entourage?
No, I never got into the Entourage. Man. I'm on the Deadwood, Rome, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Sopranos.
Yeah.
I'm on those shows.
Oh, go Entourage. Entourage is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I was going to say something.
The only network show I'll watch these days is My Name is Earl. I like that one.
Dude, I'm finally taking a peek at that.
Funny.
I thought that was like just one of those dumb shows that would last like 2 episodes.
Jason Lee is great.
It got nominated for Golden Globe and all that too. It's doing great.
Yep.
Yeah, we'd love to have him on the show, but another guy that we missed our chance. A lot of these guys, they blow up and they forget about their old pals Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Remember the days we used to have Jack Black on the show?
Jack Black. Now he's in the biggest, blockbuster, going to be the biggest blockbuster movie ever.
And he was very appreciative when he was on our show a few years back. We're not going to see Jack Black walking through that door to promote Kong.
What was the last Jack Black movie where he came in to see?
Probably the Fat movie there, whatever it was.
Oh, that okay.
No, I think it was with Colin Hanks.
Well, it's Colin Hanks, who's also in Kong, right?
Is he?
Isn't Colin Hanks in Kong?
He is in Kong.
He is, right?
Colin Hanks, that movie, what was that?
It was
I was in the studio that
Orange
day.
County.
You were in the studio the day both those guys came in?
I was trashing Colin Hanks, and I think I was trashing Colin Hanks from acting like he was too cool to be Tom Hanks' son.
No.
Right. Jackass.
Dude, he was really cool, though, because it turned out he was a fan of the show. And he was getting, like, stuff off the internet and stuff and keeping up with the show. And he was a major fan. And I'm thinking, Tom Hanks' son is listening to us? That's pretty fucked up.
He's in that? Yeah.
He is, right? Yeah, he plays Preston.
What about the poor other guy from Tenacious D? Opie, what about him?
What about him?
What'll happen to the other guy from Tenacious D?
In the words...
poor thing.
In the words of Moving Picture.
Yeah.
Moving Pictures.
Yeah.
Circa 19... I don't know. We'll give it 83.
Yeah.
What about me?
What about me?
It isn't fair.
What about me?
He's done.
You know that song from Moving Pictures?
What about me?
One Hit Wonder? Do we have that in the old master computer? Yeah, what is he doing?
He's like the other guy from Wham.
Well, no,
but he's as physically awful as Jack Black is, too.
No matter.
No, Jack Black has a lot of talent, and the other dude is in all of Jack Black's movies, playing that little small part.
Oh.
Just to have that loyalty thing, and then he's hoping his Jack Black connection gets him in King Kong.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I think they need a guy to play the eyebrow of Kong. I'll see what I can do.
They put sensors on your body, and you arch your back like when he looks happy. You're going to be the eyebrow. That's an important part.
What was the movie? School of Rock or whatever it was?
Yeah.
I think he was like the gym teacher in the teacher's conference room.
Can you do amazement with your body as an eyebrow?
Oh, yeah, that's good, but no. Maybe you could play a nostril.
Look, dude, I'm not going to go to Peter if you're not good at being an eyebrow, dude, all right? You can't embarrass me like this.
All right. You know it's over.
Gotta be a better eyebrow, man.
The other guy from Tenacious D.
Oh, the other Tenacious D guy.
What was the year on Moving Pictures? What About Me, by the way? Was I close? No one? No clue? All right. Get rid of that.
So Jack Black, could you think you could get him on the phone?
Never. Are you kidding?
You're looking at two guys that just know the game.
The guy is in King fucking Kong.
We get you fuckers on the way up, and we get you fuckers on the way down.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Now, are you accepting him back? Because it wasn't a falling out. He's just not available. So when he comes back down to say he's doing King Kong 4, because
he'll be on our show.
Peter Jackson is not going to have anything to do with that. And he comes back and he's like, "Hey, how you doing, fellas?" Will you be like, "How come I didn't see you on King Kong 1 and 2, man?"
Yeah, dude. Our show is all about, we get these these guests, if we were in a time machine, man, it would be the coolest thing.
Oh,
it would be unbelievable.
A-listers in a time machine.
We're the last ones that got to interview Kato Kalin, okay? I mean,
yep.
He did every other interview in the world. He finally walked through that door about a month ago. That's our hell. We get you on the way up and on the way down, man. When you're on top, no one has called us when they were on top.
Who's the biggest? Who is the biggest rise from you guys interviewing? Like the biggest star from when he started at the lowest point to when you got him. You understand what the question is? Like he was really like, whew, nobody, and then
was nothing.
He's humongous now. Like he would go,
huge.
huh?
We're gonna have to think about that one. There's a bunch of them out there. Jack Black, obviously.
Jack Black is pretty big.
He was a nobody when you first started talking?
Yeah.
It was just, the Tenacious D thing, yeah.
Sully from Godsmack used to just hang out because he had nothing to do before he was a rock star.
Can you get him on the phone?
A guy named Jim Norton.
Jimmy Norton is doing some HBO show
Can't get Jimmy on the phone.
I'm trying to think, man.
We get him on the way down.
We get him on the way down. And then sometimes because of our exposure, we give him a little bump up, but not enough to get him back too high.
Dice.
That's what I was thinking when I said that.
Dice? But Dice had to be on the way down when he saw you, when he first started coming here.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Dice was gigantic. And then when we had him on the show, he'd already been completely done.
Did you get the Dice that looks like Don Rickles?
And then he still kind of looked like Dice back then because it was, late 90s, I guess. And then, we pumped it up to the point where he played the fucking Garden again.
Know who used to kiss our ass?
Garden.
Know who used to kiss our ass? Fred Durst.
All
right. We had him on before anyone knew who Limp Bizkit was.
Really?
Oh, and he was so thankful, and when can I come back, and blah, blah, blah,
Can you get him on the phone?
Right now?
Is there any big stars that you goddamn guys can get on the phone
right now
and say, what's up, man? This is O&A. We just wanted to say congratulations on how Jack Black wouldn't take your call. Fuck, I refuse to believe it.
Who do we have? Who does Ben have in his Rolodex?
That would take our call right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No one, right?
Not really.
And that's sad.
Man.
You would think we would have a Rolodex and just go, all right, call this guy up, Rolodex. What year is this?
All right, ready? What relationship has maintained, cultivated? And they don't have to be meteoric rise, but just a steady climb, and they were kind of low when y'all met them, but they beggar, but they still kind of say, what's up, fellas? And
Nobody. This new show, we don't have that yet. We really don't. At the old show, Jay Moore, obviously. Dennis Leary is pretty damn big, and he's still, paying.
Comics are loyal, man. Comics are loyal. Television is different. I'm talking about actors that come on and radio and musicians. The comics, you could probably call any comic that got big when you started. And
Dennis Leary was on The Big Idea last night. Donnie Deutsch is asking about Howie and the little dog company, and then Dennis basically said, fuck that, I have XM in my truck, and I listen to Opie and Anthony every day. That was cool. That was really cool.
Yes.
Fuck that. Call Jack Black right now.
What's the number?
Yeah, we don't have that number.
He has the same number. Who's calling Jack Black? I'm telling you, something about L.A., he's lonely.
King Kong.
He's lonely.
King Kong, he's in King Kong.
He's lonely. Call him.
On every interview show I've seen him on, plugging that movie.
Yeah.
That guy's everywhere right now. Everywhere.
Oh, that's crazy. Damn, well, what are we going to do?
Look who we got.
We have the CEO of Bodog.net on the phone.
Bodog.net's on board with us. Bodog.net, where you learn to play poker. Calvin.
Hi, how are you?
There he is. Are you an actual CEO?
Absolutely. That's what I do day in and day out, is run Bodog.
I can tell you are the first CEO we've ever had on the show.
Donald Trump has to be a CEO.
He's not. He's a figurehead.
You don't think he's a real CEO?
Trump is a complete figurehead.
What about the time we had Bill Gates on?
Do you think a CEO that really runs a company has time to do a TV show? You're probably a busy guy, Calvin, right?
I'm actually quite busy, but it's still important to take time to get your message out, so we're happy to talk to people like yourselves. No problem.
CEOing. The poker craze just completely took off when, of course, the World Series of Poker, the Poker Tour, the Celebrity Poker Challenge, all that, and you started seeing poker sites popping up all over the place. What made you think to get into this and not think, well, it might be saturated at this point?
Well, we actually didn't have any choice but to get into the poker business because we were already big in sports betting, casino, and horse racing, and the players that are playing with us obviously are also playing poker because everybody's playing poker these days. So we did it from a customer retention perspective. It makes it so that they don't have to go to another site to play poker. They can do it all with us. So from our perspective, we actually didn't look at it like as if we were starting out and starting up in poker. We were just adding another product that we knew that our already existing customer base liked. So it was a customer retention move more than anything.
Horse racing online?
Yeah, we have horse racing. That's
Get out of here. How did that work?
Well, you bet on the tracks the same as if you were actually sitting there watching it, but you bet straight into a pool with us, and the only difference is you can't actually watch the horse race itself.
See, that stinks. I want to be able to watch the horse race. Like when I go to OTB, or when I used to go to OTB, you could watch the horses run. That's it's almost like going into a casino, betting some money, and then the dealer just saying you lost and taking the money away. I want to see some cards.
It's pretty funny, I agree. But we offer it, again, as a loyalty thing. It's not a super big channel for us. And we would gladly offer the actual race, but the tracks themselves don't like to give it to us. So.
Well, it's all about poker these days, though.
It definitely is. Poker's huge, and it's got coattails. Poker's actually, in my opinion, it's improved the respectability of the entire space.
Yeah. And what does Bodog offer as far as poker goes?
Well, on Bodog.net, that's a play for fun site where you can go and learn how to play. We obviously have our real money sites as well.
But you want to go to the one where you learn first, though,
yes,
I would gather.
So go to Bodog.net, you can play, and actually, the biggest thing we've got coming down the pipe right now from Bodog is in middle of January, we're launching a new poker interface. It's a Bodog Poker 2.0, and we think it's going to change the way people look at playing poker online, because this will be the first time that a poker interface has been designed from scratch solely for being played on the internet on a computer, whereas previous generations, including the product we currently have out there, were all pretty much just take what happens in the real world and pretend you're floating 10 feet above the table watching the game.
Oh, so this is going to be a little more like a first-person perspective?
Well, it's gonna be all about you, this one. There's not going to be a table. Everything's going to be designed around how you can access your information the way that you would want to access it. So you're always going to be aligned so that you're always, no matter when you can come into the table and who else is playing, your interface is always going to look the same. Your stuff's going to be at the bottom. And the rest of the people's information will be scattered around there above you, but it's also going to have the ability to play multiple tables in one window, and it's going to have a whole bunch of other stuff that's going to make it very, very slick.
That's pretty cool. You know what I liked about Bodog? I went on Bodog.net, signed up, got on there. My favorite thing, the timers are a lot shorter than the other poker sites. Because if I got to sit there and wait for some idiot to bet, the guys get online and they think they're on the World Poker Tour, that they could sit there and mull over their hand for 20 minutes. I like the countdown timer. It goes, boom, fold your hand, move on to the next guy.
Absolutely. We try to have a number of different timing ranges as well, so to appeal to different speeds.
Keeps it moving a little faster. I like that. What's this Bodog television? What are you into? Jesus.
Well, we started out in sports betting, then we expanded into casinos, horse racing, poker, and then in the last 12 months we launched a music label. And now we've started producing television content, and our first television show, entirely produced by Bodog, and actually with me as the host of it, will be a charity poker event and rock concert that we hosted for the U.S. military in Hawaii last summer. So it's got a great cause. It's the Fisher House Foundation, which is a military charity, and it's all about the troops. So these are the people that are out there, and no matter what side you are on the politicals, from a political perspective, the guys that are out there doing the heavy lifting aren't involved in politics. They're just following orders, and we thought it was time to do something for them. So this is airing on Spike Sunday night at 12:30.
And the beautiful Shannon Elizabeth involved?
Shannon Elizabeth will be there, yes. And Snoop Dogg. We've got Stella Warren, who actually won the tournament, first time ever. And we've got a number of comedians. Carson Daly's there, Colin Quinn, Wanda Sykes.
Colin's one of the worst poker players ever, and he wins. I hate that.
No, he didn't win our tournament.
Good. How old a CEO are you?
I'm 44 years old.
Oh, okay. I just, because you sound kind of young, I would have wanted to hit you if you were like 21. I hate these guys. I'm, I started out just writing some code for Java, and now I'm a multi-gazillionaire. I'm 23 years old, and everyone hates me.
That's funny. No, my voice is a little bit funny right now because I've been flying for the last week all over the United States. I've been in 6 cities in about 7 days, and I just landed here, and I don't think I've adjusted yet. So,
well, you go take a nap, and we'll all go to bodog.net, sign up, and learn how to play some poker. How about
Excellent.
that?
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Calvin.
Cheers, bye.
Bless Calvin. Bless Calvin Air for coming on this program and spending money, Opie.
Hey, after the show today, we're going to be doing an appearance at J&R Music and Computer World. I just want to remind people at 12:30 we'll be at J&R Music and Computer World with lots of free stuff to give away. That's at 23 Park Row across from City Hall Park. Opie and Anthony and a bunch of familiar faces from the radio show will be at J&R Music and Computer World at 12:30 today, 23 Park Row, across from City Hall Park.
What's a corporate shilling bastard?
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. Patrice O'Neill helping us out today on this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Such a busy show today, we didn't even talk about WOW today, Anthony. And we got so many new listeners checking out the program on a daily basis. A lot of new people checking us out in Canada. XM Canada is doing great. And they just don't know about WOW. Very, very easy. Get yourself a WOW sticker, or get yourself a homemade WOW sign, or write it in the dirt on the back of your truck.
Yeah,
basically, there are women all over North America, all over the United States, and all over Canada that are willing to flash you if they see that WOW. Hence, Whip 'em Out Wednesday. If you need a official Whip 'em Out Wednesday bumper sticker, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to us here in New York City. The address is 111 West 57th Street, New York, 10019. And that address is up on opieandanthony.com, okay? Right. Another thing, another piece of business, Christmas right around the corner, and we have Opie and Anthony stuff for Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah.
What do we have?
Well, my brother's got to pay his bills, so help me out. Jesus Christ. Just help my brother out and buy a fucking shirt, will you? So he stops hounding me.
Christmas T-shirts, or
it's all sorts of Opie and Anthony T-shirts.
Opie and Anthony
I think
T-shirts.
he even has like hats now. I don't know.
Makes a great stocking
I think he has
stuffer.
like Woolies winter hats and stuff.
Yeah.
So go to opieandanthony.com, or what's Ziggy's site?
MyRadiostore.com.
MyRadiostore.com has the Opie and Anthony stuff for
Right,
Christmas.
Hawk.
And if you order
Fail
within
with
the
that.
next few days, you'll get it in time for Christmas, okay?
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
What is John talking about in Utah? John, what's up?
Yes, I thought I was getting sick of Patrice, but dang, he wrote me back in today. I'm loving him all over again.
Why were you getting sick of Patrice?
Oh, it was kind of seeming like the same thing for the last couple of days, but
Oh,
it's
my
just
God.
a whole new side of him today, and I'm loving him all over.
And then look at
All
this.
right.
It says, again, guys, another great show. Patrice gets third chair. Don't make a fucking maniac out of me. And that's Nick checking in.
This whole thing is so hard to figure out, man.
You can't.
I think we've been having just
I get
killer.
sick of me too. I can't even say nothing to that asshole.
I think we've had
I'm sick
nothing
of
but
me.
killer shows with Patrice O'Neill the last week and a half. Not even a question. I mean, we look at the clock and it's almost 11 o'clock. We're like, what? What? That's a sign that we're having a good show.
I get sick of me. and I get sick of me, and I get to the point where, like, the end of the show rolls around. And then I go, all right, we got like 20 hours for enough shit to happen, because by 11, I'm out of shit.
Yeah.
I'm out of gas.
Yeah.
If we had to do a show till noon, we'd be in big trouble with that last hour because I got nothing left in the tank. And then
That would be a
20
fun
hours
hour of
later,
radio, though.
wouldn't it?
Yes,
Trying to
it
listen to
would.
scratching and clawing to keep above water. But then in 20 hours, miraculously, 4 hours more shit is in my head to talk about.
Right.
I don't know where it comes from.
By the end of the show, I'm referring to myself as that Patrice guy. In my own head. The fuck is this Patrice guy talking about?
And then we have 20 hours to get that material ready
But
to go
I
for
don't
tomorrow.
do anything that gives me enough information for 4 hours of conversation.
Just a little rest.
I don't know what it
A
is.
little rest, and the radio guys take care of the rest while you're sleeping.
I don't know. Somehow 20 hours passes. I got 4 more hours worth of shit to say.
What the fuck?
11:01. I'm out of shit to say.
Talking about?
All right, listen.
Fucking Patrice, enough already.
Enough of me.
And listen, we still got lots of stuff to do, and we could squeeze a few in before 11 o'clock. We got to get Steve in studio because he handed in something that I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to be connected
now you're
to
scaring
this.
me.
I don't want to be connected to
You
this.
scare me when you just say Steve handed something in, but now it's something you don't want to be connected to.
Now, all right, it's on a CD. It's 46 seconds long, and all it says is loudest orgasm ever. Now, you're thinking to yourself, all right, man, that's pretty fucking cool.
All right?
Right?
Yeah.
Until you find out that it's a guy.
Bear.
It's a fucking guy.
3 days of faggot. There's somebody in the truck driving. This is the 3rd day of faggots.
3rd day, Patrice.
Third fucking fag day.
And thank you, because now Patrice is just going to obsess on your fucking comment now. It's like reading something on the message board. You were great. Great show. Great show. Great show. You were great. I love you. I love you. You fucking suck. Same shit every day. Motherfucking I suck. It's the same shit every day.
Self-esteem.
One guy.
All right, Steve.
The disc in your hand is a audio clip that someone sent in. It's actually a video clip that someone sent in, and they were commenting on it because you had played that.
Did you get to see the video yourself?
Yeah, I did actually.
Ooh, is it sexy?
No, it looked like a lion clown, chomping down on a gazelle.
What was the scene?
The scene was a white woman on a bed in a cheesy motel room, bent in half with like one of her legs up by her ears. And a black guy just pumping away on top of her.
Uh-huh.
And about 5 seconds in, the audio kicks in.
And
this guy having an orgasm, having an explosive orgasm.
Is it outside? Does he pull out?
No.
Okay.
He hangs around inside.
All right.
Cream pie, as they call it in the
cream pie.
Cream pie, as they call it in the porn industry now.
Cream pie.
They get $1,850 for women that do cream pie. $22,000 for anal cream pie. Just for information.
He's right.
How about that? Wow, Patrice.
Yeah.
But the email I got was, hey, if you think that Tom Sizemore orgasm clip is bad, you got to check out this one.
Let me play the Tom Sizemore.
All right. That's the excuse we're using today?
That's the excuse we're using because that was what I got in the email.
All right. Well, Anthony's finding the Tom Sizemore clip.
Here's Tom Sizemore clip from his sex tape.
Oh, motherfucker. That was Tom Sizemore all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's Tom Sizemore from his sex tape.
Oh, motherfucker.
Isn't that great? Tom Sizemore.
Is that Paris Hilton?
No, just some whore. He had some hookers in a hotel room with him, and he was banging them, and then he put the video camera to his face and tell stories about what was that clickety clack bag of bones, bitch, fucking
Heidi,
Heidi Fleiss, clickety clack bag of bones, bitch.
Motherfucker.
And this clip we're about to play is better than that.
It's definitely louder.
Oh,
definitely louder.
This guy's been building up.
Holy crap! Now that's funny.
What the fuck is he? That's like hydrochloric acid. He's coming, or she's removing the orgasm from his testicles with a razor blade. There's no way that is just basic sex coming.
I was thinking blockage. I was thinking maybe crazy glue in the pee hole.
Oh.
And he had to blast it through.
And it blew up like a balloon when you make a balloon animal?
He had to blast it through.
Coming inside of
That is, come on.
Get that on my machine.
Oh, yeah.
We need that on our machine.
And I need that right next to Tom Sizemore.
Wow. Frank smells bit. Frank?
Hey.
You smell bit or what?
I smell bit, man. You better do it.
What's the bit?
The loudest orgasm. Come on, guys.
Yeah, but how are you going to beat that one?
I don't know, dude. Someone.
What?
In theaters, Brokeback Mountain.
Can't beat anything. Come on.
All right, we'll figure something out.
All right.
All right. Let's say hi to Steve in Pennsylvania. Steve?
Hey, that sounds like a New York City police precinct about 5 years ago.
Oh, jeez. We're going old school.
Oh, shit.
Chip, the trucker. Chip?
Yeah, dude, it sounds like somebody's trying to shove a telephone pole up his ass.
You know what it is?
I wish I knew how to quit you.
You know what it is? He got some Tabasco in his pee hole.
Oh! That wasn't pain, man.
Oh!
No, I think that was inside. That was just an inside one.
That's wonderful. Yeah, passing a kidney stone, someone is suggesting.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. All right. We'll be playing that a million times in the next few months.
Oh, yeah. That's a show
Or
opener.
tomorrow.
That's a show opener sound.
Oh, of course. All right. The iPod porn story.
Yeah.
We got audio of that.
We're looking to do this. I want to do this.
Of course.
I want to be the next porn mogul. How many porn moguls are out there? People making money off of this shit. And what do? We give it away. We just videotape it and do nothing.
As soon as I found out that you could like download these TV shows to your iPod and your phone and all that crap,
yep,
I was thinking, screw Desperate Housewives. They were bragging you could get Desperate Housewives on your phone or your iPod. I knew it was going to go right to the porn.
Porno.
So here's the story.
Porn star Ron Jeremy has made movies for the big screen, for TV, VHS, DVD, and now for wireless gadgets such as cell phones and video iPods.
I think it'll spread a lot with word of mouth, you know, because like guys are going, look at this. Look what I got over here.
Jeremy does not think wireless porn will be a huge business, but scores of other pornographers certainly do, including Harvey Kaplan, who's been peddling net porn for 7 years.
I think that the multi-billion-dollar marketplace is just starting to peak. Over the next 2 years or so, you'll probably see about 2,000% increase in the amount of traffic going over cellular phones.
And it's got to be the freaky porn. It's got to be the freaky porn.
Yep.
Something you don't see every day where you can go, hey, dude, check this out.
Something that wraps up quickly.
Then it has that viral effect, that virus, like you just want to, pass it on to everybody you know.
Here's what the video iPods are good for. It's not good for a TV show. First of all, I'm sorry, the screen's a little too small to be sitting there. You can't watch it while you're driving. On the train, again, the screen's a little small, things like that. It's almost like carrying around a little bit of porno with you. A magazine, some pictures. Remember in the old days? Hey, check out these pictures. Hubba, 23 skidoo. And they show like old pictures to each other. It's that in video. Mm-hmm. So now you could show your buddy like, check this fucking, maybe that scene that we just heard audio from. You bring that to work. You go to your buddy, dude, check this out. And it's funny, it's quick, it's a clip, it's porno. You can't get it on television. Mm-hmm. That is where it's going to be a gold mine.
Porno has never taken a dip. This it's just a new place to go. Because right now you guys ain't that filthy, but I'm at the level where porn is almost finished.
Really?
I'm almost reverting back to cartoons. You know what I mean? It's just done. But there's a kid out there, 12, like I was once, who's looking at the fucking Victoria's Secret magazine and jerking off to that without even pussy, without even titty showing. And they're gonna build up. It's just they're gonna put it now on their iPod where they get to see their little whatever they watch, and it's gonna build. It's that their new market, their VHS. is what VHS is to me watching porno is the iPod to them.
Oh, yeah.
Where you used to pop the tape in.
That's what's going to be, man.
And did you ever watch the whole fucking porno? You don't watch the whole thing.
I am a porno... Like, I watch it. I know the actors. I know who changed. I know what their tendencies were. I know who the stars were. I know when they started to fall.
I'd watch. I'd fast forward. I'd look. I'd wait until I find a scene that I could jack off to. That's it.
You know what changed about porn big now? What people don't notice? It used to be a famous woman, Vanessa Del Rio, behind the Greek Marion Chambers, fucking 5, who the fuck are these guys? Now it's one guy fucking 5, who the fuck are these girls?
Really?
You know the guys, you don't know the fucking girls.
So weird.
6, 9, who the fuck are these women? Jenna Jameson's the last porno star. Like, girls like her wouldn't fuck black guys in the pornos. It's just known. Big time white fuck stars, they wouldn't do it. Now they got these little, swap girls too, and come eyes.
Come on.
Well, that's the problem with all the girls getting into porno now, too. They all think they could be the next Jenna Jameson, but but that has passed. You're so right. That has passed them by.
No names anymore. It's like I know the guys' names, and I'm not being a fag, but it's like Rocco and whatever the fuck. Who are all these guys? You can just know if I could think about them.
Yeah.
But they're out there, and these girls is like, oh, she's a cute little. This is a cute one. Then when you see her in the next one, you go, seen this bitch. I want to see,
new meat.
Ouch nigga 2, and I want to see different bitches.
Ouch nigga
2. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see this girl again. It used to be, I got a bunch of Vanessa Del Rios.
Yeah.
And who's this guy fucking to move his ass out the way? Now it's one dude in different scenes. It changed. And there's no more porn stars anymore.
I wouldn't know that.
No idea.
I just get to a good point and jack it, done. And then I would
put it back in its case and
put it back in the
on
case,
the shelf.
And that's it. It was done.
All right, let's. We have one more clip.
And that's what these video iPods and stuff are going to be good for. You download a quick clip. Now you can jack. Maybe you want to get the you're in school jack. Maybe you want to do the at work jack. But what you can't smuggle in a penthouse or something like that, like the old days. Now you just pull out your video iPod. You're looking. Now you're in the bathroom stall. Quick clip. Quick jack. You're relaxed.
Pretending you're listening to music.
You're more productive.
Right.
There at the office.
There you go. You just collect your favorite jack clips.
Jack clips.
That's it.
That's the whole fucking thing. Jackclips.com. I'm registering it right now.
Has your jacking elevated? Are you a different jacker than you was when you maybe 10 years ago? Do you even remember your...
I don't even jack anymore.
You don't jack anymore?
Nope.
What was your favorite jack sauce back in the day?
Jack sauce.
Jack sauce. Like your
favorite moisturizer.
In the old days, it's nothing but Vaseline around the house. When I was a kid, I couldn't leave shit around the house. KY, what am I going to leave? Fucking Aqua Lube? There was nothing around there. It was whatever was laying around the house. Fucking Vaseline intensive care lotion.
You still jacking now?
Nah, I do fucking.
You're not a jacker.
No, I
used to be a big jacker. I'm not jacking anymore.
You're not jacking anymore.
Not at all.
When's the last jack?
And I used to admit it. Jesus, dude, we're running out of show, and now you come by?
Who's that?
Pepper from Corrosion of Conformity.
Ah!
What the hell happened to you, dude? We got like 4 minutes left in the show. Wow.
This is not my fault.
We got Pepper.
Holy shit, Pepper.
We got Pepper from Corrosion of Conformity. Sit there for 1 second. I got to play a 20-second clip here from a family group that's concerned about the iPod porn.
According to one industry estimate, worldwide mobile porn sales will total $1 billion this year, a more than 50% increase over last year, worrying some family groups.
Because you can monitor what your own child downloads off the internet, but with these new mobile devices, you don't have any control over what your child might see or might be exposed to from the child who's sitting next to them in the bus.
Anti-pornography activists are urging the government to crack down and warning parents to be vigilant.
Good luck. Warning parents to be
vigilant.
Good
luck. Good luck with that.
God damn it, someone's got jackclips.com.
Really?
Any domain name you could think of, someone's got it.
They figured them all out.
Jack
Pepper from
Clips.
Corrosion of Conformity in studio.
Pepper!
Sorry, guys.
What's up, bro?
What happened?
Literally traffic.
Yeah. Such a liar.
It's Christmas traffic, right?
I was shopping.
Yeah, it was tough crossing the street today.
I got held up at FAO Schwartz.
Guy's doing a show.
Yeah, does someone like you go Christmas shopping?
No.
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 But you got to buy it for somebody, right?
Kwanzaa shopping. No, big Kwanzaa.
Is that it? Kwanzaa?
Yeah.
Celebrating Kwanzaa, that made-up fucking Christmas?
Now, this is a fucking rocker. You think you're going to hear any goddamn Jewish jargon from this guy? Fucks no, baby.
You're getting no Israeli,
no Israeli.
Palestinian.
The whole time I was driving over here, we drove past the building where I know the NFL commission stays at.
Yeah.
And I need to speak to Paul Tagliabue.
Why?
Because the New Orleans Saints are getting screwed.
Why are they getting screwed?
They're getting tossed out of there. They're going to San Antonio or some horse shit.
Well, they can't quite play, you know.
I know. You can't hit me over the head when I'm already in the gutter.
Can't play in the shit dome.
Yeah, they don't even have a dome to play in.
Do you take the Saints out of a major city like that?
Until you guys, you guys need
until what?
You guys need a few years to rebuild, and then
is that what you think?
Yeah. Then we'll get you a football team again.
Can we get a new team?
You're going to get a new team. I'm telling you.
Is that what you think's going down?
Give it 2 or 3 years, and then the NFL is going to do the right thing.
I can hang with that.
A hurricane.
If it's on paper.
It's got to be written down.
Did we know you were from New Orleans?
Yeah. Yeah, you called me during a hurricane. I was in a horse trailer when you called me. I was living in a horse trailer.
How'd that work out for you? House-wise, everything fine? Terrible? Really? Did you get
terrible?
Terrible. Your house flooded? Gone? Mm-hmm. What happened?
He lost his house, my friend Ross.
Really?
Yeah.
That shit's
bad.
Of course it was bad. We saw it.
Insurance take care of it or what?
We had an adjuster come out.
Yeah?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Nothing.
He adjusted himself and left.
I own a bar in New Orleans, and I was insured by Lloyd's of London, and I had an adjuster come out.
Yeah.
What did he say? Didn't he give me some fucking money?
He gave me not even numbers, Hoss.
You say, give me money, bitch.
Yeah,
I've been paying you.
It's coming, Hoss.
What's wrong with you, Hoss?
I've been paying you the premiums. Now you got to pay off. Sorry, you lost the bet.
Exactly.
I pay you premiums. If nothing happens, you win.
So what?
If my house gets fucking flooded,
that's what I was thinking.
They ran away.
Isn't that how insurance is supposed to work?
No, I don't think anybody's gotten paid out yet.
Right.
God damn. So what do you do? You just stay away from New Orleans?
No, I'm going home. Hell no.
Did you get your ATM card?
I can bang a nail.
The $2,000 ATM card?
Yeah, did you get one of those?
From the Red Cross?
Giving the Red Cross cards?
Well, when I did go back to New Orleans, I enjoyed seeing people with the Red Cross cards.
Yeah?
Like people who went to L.A. and got them. Buying, like, stockings and shit.
Yeah, well, you need the essentials.
Right. Terrible.
How are the shows going, man?
Yeah, it's good. We're almost done.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, my only concern is to get back to New Orleans. That's it.
Is that it? Chomping at the bit there to get back home.
And rebuild, right?
Are you actually going to get in there, get your hands dirty, do some fucking building?
My hands have been dirty.
Yeah? Pick up a hammer and nails?
Oh, totally. Right before I left, it was like, I was almost having my grandfather's roof done. But
what was wrong with the roof? Hole cut in it?
Gone.
Just blown away?
Yes.
Was there more wind or water damage, or both?
If there wasn't any water damage, it would have been like nothing. CNN, like maybe a 2-week story.
Yeah.
But the flood fucked it up.
And your house was in one of those areas that got flooded?
Yeah, 80% of New Orleans is underwater.
Yeah.
There's not much difference between 2 feet and 4 feet.
That's true. It's gonna fuck it up. Jeez.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Man,
I'm tired of bitching about it, but because I'm with you guys.
Yeah, you got it.
This is my one little.
You could vent, my friend.
Yes.
It's messed up. It's America. That's what's weird. It's New Orleans. New Orleans is older than America.
Yeah.
And we're fucking being tossed out in the trash.
You think the government could help a lot more than they are?
Based upon me being down there, I mean, you still got to wear a mask. It's so dusty. There's so much trash on the street.
Really? Still, do you see anything? Has anything changed? Like, you look and go, wow, it's nice to see they did this.
If it was Charlotte, North Carolina, or if it was Nashville, or whatever, some major city about our size.
Yeah.
With a different, maybe, population, I think it'd be a hell of a lot different.
Do you see anything changed, though? Like, are there things
There's no
where
schools open, man.
Where you went?
There's no public schools open.
Last time this was all fucked up, but now at least that's getting fixed, or it's still just a filthy mess.
It's been eradicated, man. It's eradicated.
See, we thought it was doing better because it's off the tube.
Yeah, it gets off the news.
Exactly.
So I figured,
I'm not even kidding with you, man.
I'm on the road.
I'm like, all right, they're not doing stories anymore. I guess they got it under control and they're rebuilding. It sucks, but it's moving in the right direction.
You try and go to a restaurant, for instance, a nice restaurant, and you got to go get your own water because there's no wait staff. Seriously, you got to walk up and they have water set up on the counter.
Holy shit!
There's nobody there. You know, it's insane.
It's like a ghost town.
It's a shanty town. It's like being in Kingston, Jamaica.
Wow.
Seriously.
See, no, who knows? You don't see
Who
any.
knew?
You don't see it.
Are you going to be around tomorrow?
No.
Where'd Geraldo go?
Is Geraldo coming here?
No, Geraldo, why isn't he down there doing that story? That's
he was very concerned for a while.
So he's gone. Now you know where he went? He went back to Iraq because of
let me
the
tell you
violence.
this, too. You know what I think's going down?
What's up?
I think the Red Cross is funneling money out of the New Orleans thing to fucking Iraq.
Are you shitting me?
That's what I think's going down.
To where? Like what part of?
Whatever's needed in Iraq is where it's going to.
Wow. We're running out of show. They're going to turn us off.
God
20
damn it.
seconds.
How many seconds?
20 seconds?
It's Pepper from Corrosion of Conformity.
Pepper, you got to get
Please
back
help
here
rebuild New Orleans.
All right, he got here very
I love
late.
you guys to death.
And we're going to be at J&R Music World downtown at 23 Park Row, across from City Hall Park, starting at 12:30. We got a pair of tickets to the show tonight. Give us a call right now. Corrosion of Conformity and Disturbed at the Nokia Theater. The Jägermeister Music Tour. Thanks, Pepper.
Man.
That's it. I'm out of here.